Okay. So any one of you have done some homework which I gave you yesterday? Neil,
Yes,
go
I
ahead, Neil.
did.
Share your experience, what you did, all of that.
Yeah, so basically what I had done is I have my WhatsApp group. So every time when people join, I share a Google form with them where I ask their problems, challenges, and everything. So I
Right.
noticed a pattern, overthinking and anxiety were repeating a lot. So
Okay.
then I made a lead magnet on overthinking. Like
Hmm.
many people tell me that they have this loop of overthinking, even in my clinic, even in the challenge also. So I use that hook. Like, are you constantly struggling with overthinking throughout the day
Hmm.
and you're not able to get out of that loop no matter how hard you try?
Right.
So I can help you and please book a one-on-one and you can book a 30-minute one-on-one call with me. So I then
Right.
sent it to 10 people like who had showed interest in my product before in the
Okay.
silver membership, like they had bought it or they had some interest or I
Hmm.
had followed up with them. So I would say from that two people message that they would like to join that call.
Get
Like
on
they
to
would
the call.
definitely, they would like to get on a call. They did not get on a call, but they showed their interest. Okay, and sort of I would say I was facing one resistance. Like I would have been more comfortable sending it to a group, but sending it to a particular person, I was feeling okay, this Dr. Neil is so desperate. He is asking for feedback and opinion. That kind of thing was going, but still I overcame that and I sent that message to 10 people. Though I was feeling, what they will think that why is he asking feedback? He's seeking validation. And so I was, those the thoughts were there, but still I took that action. So,
Very
but
good.
after I got the reply, then I was okay. Like people are actually appreciating it. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So first, very good. You took the action, quick action. You have seen that lead
Mm,
magnet in action. You have seen the result. It has given you 2 out of 10. So I would say it's good. And while
mm,
doing it, you face some resistance. Those are the real things we need to work on. Like we,
mm.
even after being in the industry for very long, still,
Yes.
there are resistances when it comes to marketing and sales. And at the
Mm,
surface level, it doesn't look like that. But at a deeper level, it is still there. And that's why we need to solve it. Okay. And in
yes.
the
Yes.
process, we will solve it through multiple things. Okay. We will
Mm,
solve it through multiple things. But the best part is that you realized it.
ah,
Realization is the biggest part of solving any problem. If you realize
yes.
that there is a problem, then there are high chances you will be able to solve that. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. 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 Very good. What about others, guys? Anyone did
Yeah,
some?
I also sent it to 10 people from the same
Very good.
WhatsApp group only.
Very good.
And two people have said yes, even like similar to Neil. Obviously, we haven't connected, but they mentioned, they replied to message.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So now, see, earlier also we were using lead magnets, by the way, if
Mm.
you right. So I am, but those lead magnets I have given you that time when we were creating. So I said that let's send this, and then you send that communication. Now you are able to understand why we are sending what we are sending, and now you can create 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 different lead magnets. The more and more you know about your audience, the more and more lead magnets you will be able to create, right?
Yes.
Very good.
So
Very good.
I've created three different
Okay.
messages. So one is for overthinking, one is for stress, and one is for work-life balance. So I send it
Mhm.
random to all the audience, depending because I've interacted with them, although they haven't enrolled in the program. But at least I know a little bit of background, the basis that only I've sent it.
Very good. Very good. So based on the understanding of our target audience, we have created it. The more and more you talk to them, the more and more people you have connected and you have understood them, you will be able to come up with better answers. Okay.
Correct.
Super. Anyone else want to share if you did that or not? Okay. No problem.
So
So
I also did it.
very good. Very good.
Uh, I sent it to 10, 12 people,
Okay.
but I did not get any response.
Okay.
So one or two I asked,
Hmm.
so they went somewhere else in the trajectory. तो
Okay.
मैंने दो different भेजे. What if I get up in the morning smiling and grateful without pain and aches?
Hmm.
So I just got a heart, but
Hmm.
that's it.
Okay.
Because वो already existing थे, client थे.
Hmm.
तो अभी मैंने फिर पूछा, मैंने कहा डिड दिस क्रिएट एनी क्यूरियोसिटी फॉर यू? तो उन्होंने बोला हाँ करी तो है.
Hmm.
फिर आज के बाद द कन्वर्सेशन डिड नॉट हैपन. सो दिस वाज वन. एंड another one was like, so normally what I've seen is, yes, another one I asked was a picture. I sent a picture. Okay, are you constantly getting irritated and angry with your family because of high pressure in work? मैंने overthinking वाला नहीं डाला because that I know people are filling up in the form again and again.
Hmm.
So that is definitely one strong one. But
Hmm.
मैंने ये भी डाला. So the person who replied, one person only replied, she said, yes, it has come down. She used to be irritated,
Okay.
and I'm able to recognize the pattern and slow down now. Work in progress. That is what she told me.
Okay.
But yes, then it came up that she is interested in another different program, and she has gone to a different program from Mitesh Khatri, Law of Attraction, Ho'oponopono, and Chakra Healing. She has went into that modality.
No problem.
Yeah.
So couple of things. What you tried, you also got some feedback that it is not generating that kind of result, but still it's
Yes.
generating some curiosity. So again, we need to work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, in the process, you will realize that what you have written is a kind of very good feel good statement. So you have written it like this: what if I wake up, feeling good and all of that, whatever you have written, what if I do? Instead of, same line, but you can write it like this, that what if 5 minutes of practice every day makes you wake up with fresh smile and whatever the end result you are promising. Okay. But I'm saying how you can say in a way where he will come back and connect to you. So if I can help you, sleep like a baby and wake up with a smile just by practicing 5 minutes every day, can we connect for 30 minutes? Are you getting what I'm trying to say? That how that feel good statement can be a kind of a statement where it is generating some result. So 5 minutes every day, and then he's able to sleep well, and then he's able to wake up in a good state. And regarding that, if he wants to understand, will you connect with me for 30 minutes? And that generates that curiosity, and then curiosity generates the action that, okay, let's connect for 30 minutes. Are you getting my point? So in that way only you have to convert those feel good lines into a lead magnet which generates response. Okay. So it's like this. If I tell you that, hey, भगवान करे तुम्हारा बिजनेस बहुत अच्छा हो जाए, तुम खूब पैसे कमाओ, खूब अच्छा प्रॉफिट कमाओ, ठीक है, मान लो ऐसा मैंने बोला, आपको क्या लग रहा है अभी? हाउ डू यू फील आफ्टर लिसनिंग दिस? You feel good. Okay, मतलब ठीक है, somebody gave us some blessing. Max, what you will say? Thanks. Maximum what you will respond to this statement, right? Thanks. That's it. Is there any action generated from your side? Did you booked any call? Did you started
No.
thinking that how to talk to me, how to connect, how to all of that? Nothing happened, right?
Mm.
Now the same feel good line. So it's a feel good line. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The difference. It's a feel good line. भगवान करे आपका बिजनेस खूब चले, खूब पैसे कमाओ, आप खूब तरक्की करो. You listen to it, you are feeling good. Okay. But converting the same line into a lead magnet. Learn how to increase your revenue, let's say 5 times, and increase your profits 2 times. Let's connect for 30 minutes. The same money and profit, everything has got converted into a lead magnet, where now, if I tell you that I can help you increase your revenue 5 times and profits 2 times, or learn how you can close high ticket deals confidently without negotiation. When I say these kind of things, connect with me for 30 minutes and I'll teach you how. Now there is some curiosity and then there is some action. Getting my point? So while creating those lead magnets, it's important that that person should not only feel good, that person has to take that action what we want that person to take. Clear, everybody? Very good. So we'll do a quick revision of what all we covered yesterday so that we are connected, and then we'll continue from today. Okay?
Saurabh,
Yeah.
do I have the permission to share few of the lead magnets that I generated to see
Okay.
through it will
Okay.
work?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to share your screen?
I'm just copying and pasting it because it's easier to read. If I read it, maybe.
Got it. Got it.
So I'm sharing 3 of 10 I generated. Like I
Okay.
would take your inputs before I put it out.
So the comfort, discomfort, you wear beautiful clothes, but do they feel beautiful? If your outfit leave you feeling sweaty, stitchy, or uneasy, it's not you, it's the fabric. Let's find clothes that look elegant and feel effortless. Okay, so I think it is good because you're talking about some of the problems they might be having, like sweaty, itchy, or uneasy, and you're talking about fabric, but it can be, so it is for the product, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
not for course.
yeah, it is for the product. So for the product, now so there is a concept which I have to discuss, which will come in the next session. After
Okay.
that, you will be able to understand that. But as of now, let me give you a bit of example that whoever is your target audience. So let's say working women's in the age group of, let's say, 30 to 45, and they are making, let's say, more than 1 lakh rupee per month. Okay, let's say that is your target audience. So when it comes to fashion,
Yeah.
okay, what are their strong secret desires which will make them come to you and listen to you? So the concept, what I'm going to talk about in the next session, I'm just giving you a small glimpse of it because you are asking. Sometimes,
Before that, Saurabh, when I started processing this with ChatGPT, it was actually addressing desires only, but I wanted it to work on the problems and pain points.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. The concept which I'm saying, so I was talking to Shakti also, and the concept came up. So a small thing what I want to share is that so by the way, whatever you have shared, it is mostly very good on the lines of as of now, pain point, desire, and all of that. But the concept which we are going to implement, and because of that, these things will change. The concept is called hide your product.
Oh,
We'll go
okay.
into detail. We'll go into detail
Okay.
later on. But for the whole concept, there is something called hide your product.
Got it.
So at the lead magnet,
Okay.
do not, or
Okay.
let's not think and write from the perspective that it has to connect to your product. No. Let's imagine that you are not selling a sustainable fashion brand. Let's say you're not selling that. Let's say there's no product. It's hard to imagine, but let's say there is no product.
Okay.
You have hidden the product completely.
Okay.
Now the only thing you know is that this is my target audience, working women making more than, let's say, 1 lakh, and who are ready to spend some 10-20,000 on their dressings, and somebody who would like to age group, metro cities, all of that. That is my target audience. When it comes to their clothing, fashion, and all of this, what are their desires or secret desires, and how I can fulfill that. As till now, our product is hidden, and till now I have not also included the fact that I'm going to sell them my product. Let's
Okay.
say I'm not going to sell them.
Okay.
I'm not going to sell them. Still,
Okay.
what I can create a small product or service or something. By the way, in the process, that is like what we are going to discuss. So you will get it, but you will get more clarity on it. But
Oh,
the point is, We are going more from the perspective of customer
Mm.
without thinking about our product that at the end we have to sell.
Mm.
That so we have to do the reverse engineering. We start
Yeah.
with customer, find something where he will listen to us, then we will connect our product and service in a
Mm.
way later.
Mm.
We cannot start from here because
Mm.
then the disconnect will happen, sale will not happen, and the
Okay.
people will not come, and you will
Okay.
get more of it once we go further. Okay. Hi,
Sure.
Akshay. Good to have you. I'm not able to see you.
Hello,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I'm eating here. I'm having an early lunch because I haven't ate in the afternoon. So, but
Okay.
anyway,
No problem.
oh,
So, by the way, did you created an lead magnet and send it to someone?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm just so I sent it to few of my current people that I'm working on.
Okay.
I sent it to them, but there was no response. Um, and I can quickly read what I wrote. Maybe I can just copy there, and I have a couple of versions. Maybe I can just share it here. Um,
By the curious about boosting your real estate profits by additional 20%. I have 3 amazing sustainable design secret to share that you can start using right away. Spaces for these 3 pre-screening runners calls are filling up fast. Book your call now. Okay. So you gave it a structure that is good. We just need to put it in a better language, better way. So your lines are good, like, but when you say curious about boosting your real estate profits, instead of that, you can be direct and you can say that learn how to increase your real estate profit by 20%.
yeah, the people that I'm already working with, they they are well known in the industry. Means, of course, the target audience is completely different. So I made another version which shows using the sustainable. I can copy it now. So, uh, but anyway, I have another version. This is for different group. Another one is for how the sustainability creates basically reduces or increases the profit basically. I'm not finding it right now, but anyway, so that is more geared
I've
towards
got the point.
sustainability.
I've got the
Yeah,
point. And
yeah,
in this towards the end of the session, you will get the answer to what you also mentioned. That these are people, experienced people, and all of that. You'll get answer. You'll get answer to that. Okay, in the
yeah.
process. Awesome. So, guys, I'm happy that you took action and you have created something, and then you have send it to people because it's a very important practice because we have to do a lot of that. Now we will go through the revision part all together, 5 minutes, and then today's session will give you a lot more deep insights about again doing that lead magnet, because that lead magnet is one of the most game changer asset which you will create in your business, because that's where people come in. Okay, once people are in through the door, then there is a process inside which we will create, and that process will do the sales and all of that. But getting those people in is like the biggest problem most of the people have. Like, people are not able to get those people in. Okay, so let's do the revision and then we will start. So the first lesson, how many of you remember we talked about don't assume and validate everything? How many of you remember that? Give me a thumbs up. We talk about that, don't assume anything. And if you have to validate anything, not from friends, not from relatives or parents, validate from customer. And then we did the small activity. Okay. Then I shown you a very deep aspect of marketing and sales and business, where we tried to find out the best finance books on Amazon, but only thing we got was the best selling books on Amazon. That was on the top. So the point is that best selling author gets paid more than best writing author. Even I gave an example that all these people, Shah Rukh, Salman, Akshay, they are not the best actors, they are the best selling actors. These are not the best books, these are the best selling books. In every industry, everywhere, all what matters is that, who is the best selling. And that's what gets paid more. That's what, building that kind of business. So the power learning was that we don't have to be the best entrepreneur. We have to be the best marketer with the capability of an entrepreneur. So whatever your product, service, whatever you're building, doing, delivering, and all of that is there, though it's an important part, but one of the core activity which you have to learn and master is marketing. Because of that one thing you have, you will survive, you will make a lot of money, your business will grow. And then eventually, you will work on your products and services and everything. Then mindset shift, which I wanted all of you to have, was detach yourself from your product and service, which we have discussed yesterday, but it will take time. I understand that, and I'm completely okay with that. Okay. Jagatha actually mentioned this yesterday, that, we have been very much tuned to talk in a certain language. How it will eventually change, I will try my best, and I will try to make sure to enforce those, learnings onto your brain so that it will change. But obviously it will take conscious practice. Okay. So detach yourself from your product and service. Attach yourself with the customer needs and desires. Okay. And it's better to kill your product by yourself instead of competition killing it. So that is also important part. I think I don't know if we discussed or not, but the point was that if you keep selling your product and service and you go in this way where you are going directly, so for most of you, the business will get killed by competition. And when I say get killed, means you might be able to survive and you might be able to make few customers, but then the business will never give you the kind of benefits what it should give to you. Very good money, freedom, all that, legacy, all of that, it will not give. Then we talk about another power learning, that was that if you have to sell more, eventually we have to market more, and sales will happen automatically. Then I did a differentiation of what is marketing, what is sales. Marketing is very simple, presenting your product or service to your target audience in a creative way where customer is eager to buy. That means present to your potential customer in a creative way where they are curious to buy. Okay. Then I talked about selling is about selling is actually talking to the right person about how your product is right fit for them and how it solves their problem better than others. Okay. Then I shown you one image also related to that. Power principle was job of the marketing is to make sales effortless. The key to more sales is not in the selling. It's what happens before that. That is called marketing. Then we move to the next part that was called, so a very important activity which we have gone through together. And I told you that, there was some mindset shift which happened to me, which gave me a lot of, amazing growth in my business. And the same thing I wanted to share with you, that the more you will understand, the better, will be results for you. So first activity was, which we discussed that, and I asked you that if you have more insights and if you have more information about your target audience, you will have better strategy to close more sales. And one of the important concept was that control the flow. So every conversation, you need to understand that the one who controls the flow will win. So if customer is controlling the flow, he will be asking for a lot of discounts and he will win the discounts. So he will get as many discounts as possible from you, because then he's winning. If you are controlling the flow, then you will be able to sell at your prices to the right people. Okay. Your job is, whenever there is a conversation happening, quickly control the flow. Then we talk about another very, very important part of the whole, 30-day challenge. That was about expanded perspective. So what I mean to tell you, and which we are going to today also talk a little bit about in a deeper way, because I'll tell you where is the biggest problem for most of the people. When you are stuck in the same level of thinking that created your current results, you can't see new possibilities. That's what we discussed. And then I told you that, some of the things which I shown you, inhale, exhale, customer psychology. And once you have looked at it, then your perspective has changed. And then I gave you a sequence also that, we need to expand our perspective so that we have new insights. so that we can control the flow, so that we can convince and convert, so that we can have more sales in our business. What is perspective? It's a way of looking at thing or a situation. When you change the way you look at things, the things you are looking at changes. That was the principle we learned. In terms of sales, we discussed about that how, I was going through that thing where I was, very nervous while asking for high ticket price and all of that. And then because of the change in perspective, everything started changing. Then we talk about that, the real game changer thing is the emotion behind what you're doing. So, when I was doing my business earlier, it was all about money, sales, my growth, my dream, my thing. New emotions which I got was about serving, helping my clients get their desired growth, all of that, and it changed everything. The point was that emotion has to change. Bhav ko badalna hai. Okay. And there I gave you two different images. How many of you remember, by the way, those images where I shown you these couple of things. So first I've shown
Deer,
you,
right?
yeah,
Deer and road.
that. So one was this. Let me show.
Liar and the deer.
Yes, the same activity. So exactly. So let me again show you just a glimpse of it. That earlier when we were looking at this image, we were able to see a face. But when, I shown you a different perspective, now you are able to see the word written here. And now once your perspective is expanded, then what you are able to see, you cannot unsee now. So whenever, if some next time also you will see this image, you will be able to see this liar. Okay, that's what. And another perspective we discussed was that how in a normal way, we have a fixed kind of vision where we are seeing that, okay, this deer is crossing the road. While actually, if you look at from a broader perspective, it is the road which is crossing the forest. So that was something which we discussed yesterday, and those were the main things which we have gone through. Clear, everybody, with the revision? We are on the same page? Very good. So let's start today's journey. Okay. And when I say that, a lot of things has to change, perspective has to change. So even when, when we are discussing, and if you can see, when I was talking to Neil, and Neil says that, I was feeling reluctant and I was feeling, having that resistance, why I should send, will I sound desperate and all. That is also perspective which you are holding. And we need to expand that perspective, and we need to change the emotion, because still, if you really observe, so when you are operating from your growth perspective or your growth mindset, so when you're thinking how I can grow my business, how I can, sell my program, how I can get my dream car or house, or how I can make more money. And then when you're thinking like this, and then when you are going ahead and sending that lead magnet to person, so obviously you will feel that, oh my God, to achieve my dreams, I am getting desperate, right? While let's, expand this perspective and think about it. Different scenario. So let's say, Neil, so you are coming on a road. Okay, you are coming on a road, and suddenly you saw that, flood is coming behind you. Heavy flood. It's coming behind you. Okay. And you saw it on time and you started running. When you are running, you saw some people, sitting around that road. They are talking. Few people just sitting there and they're talking. Okay. And you are running, and suddenly you saw that, oh, this person is sitting, and then suddenly you shout, क्या कर रहे हो यार, भागो, पीछे फ्लड आ रहा है, there is a flood coming, come on, run, don't wait. If they do not listen to you for, let's say, 1 second or 2 seconds, will you shout again? If there is a flood and it's going to be very dangerous for them, right? So you will shout 2-3 times. If maybe if let's say somebody has put on earphones and he's not able to listen to you, what do you will do next?
I will go and tell in his ear.
Yes, obviously. So you go and shake that person or remove the earphones and still say, "Come on, run! There is a flood coming." Why? So while saying that thing or while doing that, do you observe that he is a stranger to you and you never knew him? But first you shout 2 times, 3 times, and then he was not listening to you. So then you went ahead and shook him. And then that person, listened to you and then he ran away, along with you. So the point is, while you were doing all of that, did you felt that I'm getting desperate to push this person?
No,
Did you felt any hesitation that why I'm doing this? I should not do this. What this person will think about me? All of that. Did you felt that?
no,
No. Why do you think?
because I was trying to help that person, save that person from a dangerous situation.
Exactly. Exactly. Because there was a dangerous situation and you were trying to help that person, save that person. Now, this is an expanded perspective. When what you are selling is really very valuable, there are millions and millions of people are going through mental health challenges.
Hmm.
WHO has already announced that the next pandemic is mental health.
Hmm.
And, people are suffering like anything. And these are dangerous situations in their life. If they don't improve their mental health, mostly their life is gone. They can never have a good business or career. They can never have a good relationship. They can never have a good happy life. Maybe they will be under depression throughout their life. Maybe they will never sleep throughout their life. Maybe they will be not able to grow to their potential. All of that, those dangerous situations are there going to happen in their life. But there are two perspectives. One is that first perspective, which is a fixed perspective, which you already have, that I want to sell my product, I want to grow my business, I want to sell my mindfulness coaching. And when you are going from that limited perspective, you are feeling desperate, hesitant, and all of that. Once you take a little bit 2 steps back and look from a broader perspective or expanded perspective, now what you are able to look at is that there are dangerous situations where this person can lead to. And if I don't warn him now, then he will eventually fall into that. So at least it's my responsibility to shake that person and tell him that flood is coming. Then it is his choice. Some people will run, some will not run. That's okay. Some people will run faster, they will get sailed. Some people will not run faster, the flood may take them. You can't do anything there. But at least it is your moral responsibility. It is your, as a human being also, it is your moral responsibility that, if you know this person is going toward this dangerous situation, at least you go ahead and shake them without being selfish about your big ego. When we say I am getting desperate, it's your ego talking. How can I be desperate? I am at this level, earning this, my education is this, and I have invested this much of time and money onto me, and I'm a big personality. And why do I even care to go and tell this person that your mental health is a problem and let me help you? Why should I do that? I am such a big ego. Please do not think about your ego for a few minutes and think about that person where it is going to fall. That flood is coming. Remember this analogy. When you're talking to your customer, always remember this emotion. There's a flood coming, and you have to shake that person to listen to you. Once he listens to you and you deliver your message, then your job gets over. Then it's his choice. By the way, you need to deliver the right message. So let's say there's a flood coming, and you say कि यार थोड़ा सा पानी आ रहा है बैग के कहीं से. Do you think that person will take action? It won't. He won't. So it's your responsibility to tell also the full picture. Man, there is a flood coming. Okay, like गाड़ियां, घर, लोग सब बह रहे हैं. Come on, there's no time to think. Run. This is one way. Another way, वो किसी ने थोड़ा पानी गिरा दिया, थोड़ा पानी पीछे आ रहा है, देख लेना, ठीक है? मैं जा रहा हूँ. Okay. So even when you shake that person, but still if you do not deliver the right message, still again it is your fault. But once you deliver the right message, shake person, deliver the right message in the right way, then it is their personal choice. Whatever you call it, their karma, their dharma, their future, their whatever. But again, it is their choice. So is it clear?
Yes,
But
yes.
whenever we are reaching out to those people, then behave like that. There is a flood coming. Now the same example all of you can implement in your business. The only problem is that there are multiple levels of limiting beliefs in our self. That's what. So somewhere we know that this is valuable, but we don't believe it 100%. Somewhere I know that I can help him, but still I'm not able to believe that 100%, and I'm not able to talk with that confidence. So when Akshay, you mentioned that these people, these are working at good level already, very good experience and all of that. Okay, we are not denying that they have achieved some success, very good, we appreciate. But what we need to understand that they are builders, developers. They might have a very good knowledge about land. They might have a very good, let's say, knowledge about locality. They might have very good knowledge about upcoming markets. They might be very good about their own selling real estate. But what they don't know that Akshay is the master of sustainable architecture, where he can design a building in a way where actually it can help you save 20%, and 20% is a huge money in bigger projects. That's what all of you need to understand. There are businesses which runs in less than 20% and less than 10% profits throughout their entire life. If any business is making 15%, 20% profit, that business is considered a very good business. And by anyhow, Akshay, if you can help that person really reduce that cost by 20%, that person will open his ears and listen to you. He'll come to your workshop. He will say, Akshay, please tell me. If you are busy, I will come on another call, but please tell me how you are going to do that. If you shake that person and if you tell him the full picture, it will happen. Okay. Now there is a lot of work which has to happen in the process. Okay. I'm not saying that it will happen like this, but this is the expanded perspective means in your particular industry, in your particular life at this point of time. That's what I want to say. Now you're getting a deeper meaning of expanded perspective, all of you. So, during this process, there will be a lot of such experiences happening with you. I want all of you to, treat this space as a very, very safe space. And I want all of you to come back and share those things. Because the more and more you come and share that what you are feeling while doing something, the better I will be able to understand where is the main problem and I can solve it at that level. So if Neil did not tell me that, I was feeling reluctant before sending that message, this flood analogy would have not come. And if I do not work on that level, where is the problem, then it never gets solved. But for now, I think you have got it solved to a very good extent, right? You just need to remind yourself that flood is coming, right? So please, everyone, like Akshay shared that, these people are at good level. All of these, whatever consciously, subconsciously you are thinking, be open here. Whatever you're feeling, come back, share. The more you share with the most transparency. I'm not going to judge anything ever. Because, like for a teacher, the goal is not to showcase my ego, or the goal is not to showcase that I am any different or any better. The goal is to basically, they say there is a diamond inside all of you. I'm just trying to remove the dust outside of it. The diamond is already there. I'm not somebody who's creating it. Okay, the diamond is already there. It is just that little bit of polishing, little bit of cleaning I'm doing, and the diamond will come from inside you only. So the more and more better sharings you have, we will have that kind of working. Promise, everyone?
Saurabh, I think that's why a coach is important, because this knowledge even we can get from ChatGPT, but when it comes to taking action, the emotions come up, and then how you are able to explain and handle it, that's I think what matters. Otherwise, everyone knows what to do, but they don't do it. So
Right, right. That is why coach is important. That is why community like this is important, because frankly, tell me, is there any other place where you can go and share this kind of thing? No. Right? And is there anyone who is going to come back with this kind of feedback? No. Either he will say तेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है तो मत कर, या तो बोलेगा अरे कर भाई जरूरी है. Nobody is handling the problem at the core. You see, there is a unconscious problem, which is that emotion is stopping me. You don't understand. People don't understand, and that's why this coach, this community, or these places are so important. This is the only place where you can be honest, transparent, get the right feedback, and actually improve. And I have huge interest in your success, by the way. So I'm a kind of your business partner. I have huge interest. The more money you make, the more you will pay me. You will always be my student, and you will keep attending my programs after programs, and I'll also make good money. Right? So it's a good partnership. I'm very much invested into your growth and success. I'm really interested.
Saurabh, I just wanted to, I'm not sure other people are feeling the same way, but when I send something, like just for like, I send like 5 different these lead magnets to the people, I haven't heard anything. So it just makes it little disappointing to hear like I'm investing so much time, and it is not about my business. It is about just like flood is coming, right? It is
Right.
for global thing. It's not about I want to clean hair, healthy hair, make sure everybody is safe. It is a big, I'm not going to go in detail. Today, Indian cities are 13 most polluted cities are in the world. That is the not right things to put it on the CNN or the Western media. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's very hard. There is no response. Don't get a response, and that's what just demotivates me a little bit.
So beautiful, and for that, I gave you a story yesterday that what you are doing is, as of now, you are directly taking the garlic and going to the dog, and you are giving it, and you are complaining that dog is not eating. You see, we discussed that, right? Dog is not eating. I'm so demotivated. It is so frustrating. You don't understand. The garlic is so good, man. It will remove all your insects. It will make you healthy. Yeah, you are sick. You will get well. Come on, dog. What the hell wrong with you? Why you're not understanding? You see where I'm trying to connect? I'm really demotivated, frustrated. Grandmother, dog is not eating the garlic. And then you understood that, okay, we need to wrap bread around this garlic so that the dog eats it, and so that dog gets the benefit of it. So instead of getting demotivated or feeling any frustration or anything, just laugh. Just laugh at the market and the scenario and everything, and also laugh that, okay, I have understood the problem at the right time in my business, and now have plenty of time to basically change and improve that problem and work on the solution and improve my sales process so that my business really grows. But when I have some this kind of insights where I'm able to relate to market, I really laugh. So from next time, I want you to all of you, if you saw someone where that you are giving them garlic and then they say no, I don't want it, just laugh. Don't feel he's rejecting you. Don't feel he's anywhere he's talking about you, getting personal, nothing. It's just that you don't know how to wrap good bread around it and give it to that so that he takes. Okay. So it's our capability strategy issue, which we will solve it. And then the same people will show interest, buy it, everything will happen, and the garlic will also work, by the way. So whatever your goal is, it will get fulfilled in the process. So good. If I can make it happen, you're happy?
Sure.
Very good. So,
Saurabh, if I can request of, for the specific, taking his example, the lead magnet that he has worked on, would you like to demonstrate on tweaking it to put the garlic in the bread and present? Like if that can
we
be
will do all of that. We'll do all of that. But before that, there is more shift which has to happen in your mind. So you have just gone through the surface level information, and we are trying to solve a very deeper level problem. So we need little bit more tools, little bit more expanded perspective, little bit more insights. Clear? Very good. So let's start where we left yesterday. So that expanded perspective, I think it is going little bit deeper day by day, right? And during the process, you will see it will go even more deeper. Okay. So now let's understand that emotion we talked about. Based on the emotion, our actions are. That is something very famous everybody talks about. I'm going to talk about 3 types of business owner using the same principle of emotion based action, and we'll understand how everybody thinks. Okay, so there are 3 type of business owner. The first type is somebody, or a lot of people are there, I would say 70-80% people are there, and their instinct, their business instinct is survival. Like that's what they want from their business. Okay, like somehow घर का खर्चा चलता रहे, basic मेरी जरूरतें पूरी हो जाए, job पे ना जाना पड़े, all of that, I am okay. Survival. Okay, so their driving force is basically very simple. It is like how to stay alive. जिंदा कैसे रहना है? How to stay alive in our day-to-day business, day-to-day life. Only short-term approach. Always thinking short-term. How I can fix it today? How I can put some band-aid? How I can do some quick fix? Right? You will see a lack of passion for work with them. So they'll not be very passionate about their work. They will avoid innovation because it takes money and then it threatens their survival. And they will also be always in the zone of minimum effort. How I can get this result with the minimum effort? They will be very, very, very calculative of how much effort they are putting. यार इस क्लाइंट से 2 बार मीटिंग कर ली, कन्वर्ट नहीं हुआ, देखते हैं कि अगर दोबारा इससे मीटिंग करनी है कि नहीं. 2-3 वर्कशॉप कर दिए, कोई कन्वर्ट नहीं हुआ, देखते हैं वर्कशॉप करना है कि नहीं. So I'm saying that somebody who is on survival mode, he will always be very calculative, and he will try to put in minimum effort from his side just to get the work, thing done. Clear, everybody? Somebody who actually have this kind of emotion. Very good. The next one is called somebody who is focused on money and status. Lot of people are here also. Okay. So when we say money and status, it is their driving force is money. Like I need to make money from this business. So their focus is always about paise kaise kamana hai, which customer to close, from where we can make more money, how we can maximize something here and there. He will make money, he will grow in terms of financial success. Okay. But his emotion, because he always wanted money, always wanted status, his emotions are mostly connected to praise and show off. So that means if somebody is only concerned about money, he wants 2 things. Either he wants a lot of praise for him, so that once he builds 100 crore ka empire, so people will say, wow, dekho, and he will wear a proud kind of thing that, what, maine 100 crore ka empire bana diya, and all of that. And he wants to show off to people or prove to people, and he will be looking for that praise if he's only and only money minded. Okay. So, and he will also be very concerned about किसने मेरे बारे में क्या बोला, स्टेज पे अगर अवार्ड मिल जाता तो अच्छा था. All of those emotions. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Those emotions where he's always looking for praise, he's looking to show off. So he doesn't want Mercedes because he loves the Mercedes or the engineering or he loves the speed. He wants the Mercedes because when he rides on the Mercedes, people say, wow, man, kya aa raha hai? Kaun aa raha hai? When they look at my Mercedes, they should say, यार इसने तो जिंदगी में बहुत तरक्की कर ली, यार इसके तो मजे हैं. Are you getting my point? So these are 2 different emotions behind buying the same car. So here is a emotional difference that somebody who's only concerned about money and status, this is the kind of emotion he will have. While the third person, the real success, okay, his driving force is purpose. I am very happy to say that most of you here in this class have a purpose. And I'm very happy because most of you from training, coaching, and few of you from product also, but then again, it's very purpose driven, sustainable, towards health, earth, all of these things, right? So there is a purpose. Now your single point focus should be, how can I solve the problem better than anyone else? The problem which I'm going to promise by them. Okay. And this business is an opportunity to solve and serve. Always think long term. Always think long term. Invest on quality and innovation, and they will give value to employees, vendors, and all. So somebody, a business owner who is operating from this emotion or who belongs to this category, these are some of the things he will be going through. So the question is that, what do you think? You tell me. Out of these three kind of business owners, which category of business owner will stay more in the business, will spend more time in the business, and he will also go through the difficult time in the business? Out of these three, which one do you think going to do that most?
Success
I
one.
think success.
Last one, yeah.
All of us, we agree, right? That this is the person who is going to stay here the most. And then I want to share a beautiful small example so that all of us, we get one learning clear that what exactly we have to do. So this is how most people actually, get difficult in their business to make more money, because this is how, what kind of mistake they do. So let's say we need, there is a small example ki somebody wanted some water. Okay. So what he did, let's say he wants 10 liter of water. So what he did was he first went, and then, by the way, it's a village, so there is no Bisleri and there is no hand pump also. Okay. And he's thirsty and he needs, and he decide that, if somehow I have 10 liter of water, then my problem will be solved. So he goes ahead and start digging a well. Well, कुआं खोदना शुरू करेगा. He'll start digging a well, and थोड़ा खोदने के बाद he get 1 liter of water. So he's like very happy. Wow. So what he did was he had a problem. He started solving it, and he took some steps, and then he actually solved it to some level. Then he thought, wow, from one well I have got 1 liter. If quickly I dig another 9, that means if I 10 wells, then I will have 10 liter of water. So then he says, wow, let's go to another. And then he start digging that well again from the scratch. And then he go to another. Then he goes to another. He will dig that 10 well all. And then he found that 10 liter. The thing is that he did not realize that the first well where he was digging, instead of investing all those remaining 9 wells, he would have dedicated the same amount of time, energy, and focus into that one well only, to dig even more deeper, to dig even more deeper, to dig even more deeper. He will not only get 10 liters, he will get another 100 and 1,000 and tens of thousands of liters of water consistently coming in. And the majority of the problem will be solved. So where I want to connect to this story is that a lot of business owners do this mistake, that we start, and then let's say something is working, and then we start focusing on another thing. And then let's say we see something, and then again we have another grand plan and new and amazing, game-changing, life-changing idea, which will change the world. And then we little bit start giving attention to that also. And then we have another grand plan or something, and what we are not understanding, that we are losing focus from the thing which was already working, and where it is like I've already dig the well. I've already got some liters of water. And the only thing I have to do is just, you have got the validation. This is the validation. When you get that first liter of water, it's a kind of validation that, okay, there is water here. Only thing you have to do is like get 100% focused and dig it well and fast. Once you do that, your problem will get solved. But a lot of time it happens that people start making other plans. It happens with me a lot of time. That's what I'm telling you. I'm doing consulting for a lot of business owners just today. So we are working on his coaching funnel. He's a real estate guy, doing very good, and he wants to start a coaching funnel. We started working on it. Just 15-20 days, and because almost 60-70% things are done. But now, instead of getting again focused there, now he come up with another idea. That, for this yesterday I have another this plan. Let's create another website. Let's create another landing page. Let's create. So I told him the same thing, which I'm telling you again, and which, by the way, I have also done. I have not read it. I have done that. And I'm telling you from that experience also that, sometimes all that, those dialogues, the grass looks greener on other side and all those things. Those things make you believe that, this 1 liter is not good and another well might give us more, and then we shift our focus. I don't want that to happen. So our focus, all of us, are we clear that for the next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever it is all about just digging this well deeper, getting more liter, more sales, more customer. Clear, everybody? So we'll not do that mistake. Don't come up with any new game-changing, life-changing ideas unless you are making minimum 1 crore per year profit from this business. Don't think about doing anything else. That will take your time, money, and energy. And person cannot focus on many things altogether. He cannot be very good at something if he's focusing on many things. And the real money is when you are good at something, right? So coming back, so out of these 3 people, the question was that who do you think will stay the long term? And the answer is very clear: somebody who is operating from the success mindset. So I just want all of you to have another, thing in your head that it can be achieved once we have a, this can be achieved by changing viewpoint about the business, which all I tell you that, where we have to focus, how we have to focus, and all of that. And your action here, whatever you're seeing, the success you said, your actions are directly proportional to your viewpoint. So when we talk about 3 kind of person, if his viewpoint is like this, who is purpose driven, then his actions will be different. This person who is on the survival, he will be like short-term viewpoint, action is like that. And that person, long-term wala, he will be like long-term. So, by the way, few examples which you gave, they are also part of this, what we are going to discuss. So when I was about to discuss the viewpoint about sales and marketing, for most of us, the viewpoint about sales and marketing is different. And that's why we feel all that hesitation, reluctance, and all of that. Okay, now I'm going to ask you something. So it's a small activity. You will love that. Okay. So we are going to talk about the viewpoint about sales and marketing. How many of you really want to build a business which runs on autopilot? Tell me, how many of you really want to build a business which runs on autopilot, where you don't have to put a lot of time and all of that, and it is running on autopilot and making a lot of money, and all of that is happening. Okay, so that's what you want at a surface level. So why do you want to do that? Can we agree on this, that you want to get free? That's why you want to do that. You want to run your business on autopilot, right? You want to get free. Who wants to get free? Who wants to get free? One who is trapped, right? The one who is trapped, he is the one only who wants to get free. So your viewpoint is that I'm trapped in my business. I'll repeat. If you think on a conscious level that, I want to build a business on autopilot, in reality, your viewpoint is that I'm trapped in my business. So I quickly want to do it and then get free so that, I can enjoy whatever I want and all of that. So you want to quickly wrap it up and run away. You see, that's what you want to do when you say that I want to really build it on autopilot. Now, when your viewpoint is like that, yes, Akshay, you want to share something?
No, the viewpoint was not like a free up. This take more better responsibility where I can focus. So I think maybe sales.
Very good. So I'm saying that, sometimes few things will not apply to few people. That's okay. It's not like that everybody is doing the same mistakes, but it is applicable to a lot of people that, so like some people raised hand. Let's say you're not there. You're not thinking about running a business on autopilot. So let's say this doesn't actually directly get applied. But I'm just giving an example that what we think on surface level and how our viewpoint is related to that. On surface level, we may say that I want to grow my business. You see, I want to grow my business. I want to increase my sales. I want to increase my marketing. And I want to do that. And I want to do videos and books and podcasts and social media and all of that I want to do. And by the way, these are good tools to do it. But the real problem is different. You are thinking that quickly I build a business so that I can get free, so that I can go to mountains and enjoy. So I want to do it quickly. So on subconscious level, you feel you are trapped in your business. So you quickly want to wrap it up. And that is a viewpoint. And because of that viewpoint, because you think you are trapped, you're not able to enjoy, you're not able to bring in that energy, you're not able to bring in that flavor. What if I tell you that imagine that you have to do this business, let's say 10 hours every day, 10 to 12 hours every day for next 200 years. Will you do it or not? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Now, if you're not willing to do it for those 200 years for this business, you cannot achieve great heights in your business. You can survive. You can also make a little bit of money also. But that success part, you will not reach unless you are not trying to run away from it. You will get time to do a lot of things. It will give you a lot of money, and you will be able to travel, and you will be able to delegate. You will be able to automate. It's not I'm saying, we'll not use AI, will not automate. There are a lot of things we'll do. Essentially, whatever we'll do is not to run away from the business. Essentially, whatever we'll do is to serve our customers better, solve the problems better, reach out to more people, create more impact, give our product service to more people. That's why we'll do it. We are not doing it so that quickly I can delegate and then I go to mountains and take a 15-20 day vacation because I'm very stressed here. You see, there can be challenges in your business, but you should not be stressed, or that kind of situation should not happen for you in your business. If you really love the work, that problem will never happen. And that's why we need to solve that one particular problem, which sometimes is there with us, where we are trying to wrap it up. You will not be able to run away. That's what I want to tell you. And by the way, when Siddharth Rajshekhar told you that build a freedom business model, that was a lead magnet. That was a lead magnet to you people. That, hey, come and I will teach you how to build a freedom business where you can work from home and make this kind of money. That was a very good lead magnet, very good lead magnet. So it worked. So he knows marketing, and that's why he's able to become India's #1 digital coach. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I have attended coaching from many coaches, a lot of different domains, Rajiv, Siddharth, AY, a lot of other people. And I have seen really amazing level of knowledge and, things. And, but again, those people are not there at the #1. The #1 is Siddharth because he's very good at marketing. So the point, and by the way, in this journey, you will start observing these lead magnets everywhere. Okay. In every ad, there is a lead magnet. It is connected to your desire if you really look at it. Always those one-liners, what you see in your TV and ads, just do one thing for the next 1 week. Whenever you see any ad, just try to observe what is the lead magnet they are throwing at you. Okay. आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं is a lead magnet. लोग घर में बैठे हैं, फालतू बोर हो रहे हैं, जिंदगी एकदम फालतू है, कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, एक्साइटमेंट खत्म है, उनको वो बोल रहे हैं चलो कुछ तूफानी करते हैं। तो उसने बोला क्या करना है इसके लिए? बोला कुछ नहीं करना है, 20 रुपए की एक कोल्ड ड्रिंक लेकर आते हैं, पीते हैं, जिंदगी में तूफान आ जाएगा। तो उन्होंने कहा इससे आसान क्या होगा, चलो भाई पैसे दिए और कोल्ड ड्रिंक पिए। अब वो कोल्ड ड्रिंक हमें नुकसान भी करती है, उससे कुछ खास फायदा भी नहीं है, दूध से भी ज्यादा महंगी बिकती है, और मतलब वो सब कुछ ठीक है, हु केयर्स। प्रोडक्ट ने बोला तूफानी करते हैं, लीड मैग्नेट काम आ गया, तो चल रही है। तो फिर दूसरे ने बोला कि डर के आगे जीत है, तो उसने एक नया लीड मैग्नेट दिया कि देखो घर में बैठे बैठे फियर में, डिप्रेशन में कब तक जीते रहोगे, कोल्ड ड्रिंक पियोगे तो इसके आगे तुम्हें विनिंग महसूस होगी। अच्छा, विनिंग इज अ इमोशन, हर किसी को महसूस करना है, एग्री हो ना? हाउ नॉट एग्री? हर कोई जीतना चाहता है जिंदगी में, चाहे जहां हो, जैसा हो, एज कैसी है, बिजनेस कैसा क्या है, लेकिन जीतना तो हर कोई चाहता ही है ना। दैट इज अ कॉमन इमोशन। सो दे आर लाइक दिस, दे आर सेइंग कि चलो डर के आगे जीत है। यस शक्ति।
वो एक था 2 मिनट में मैगी बन जाएगी।
2 मिनट में मैगी बन जाएगी, बहुत अच्छा लीड मैग्नेट था वो। ठीक है, बहुत बेहतरीन लीड मैग्नेट था, क्योंकि उन्होंने समझा कि एक बहुत बड़ी ऑडियंस है जो 2 मिनट में कुछ बनाना चाहती है अपने लिए। उन्होंने ऐसी चीज करी कि 2 मिनट में मैगी मिल जाएगी, और बस लो। पिज्जा 30 मिनट्स डिलीवरी, पिज्जा 10 लोग बना रहे थे, एक ने बोला 30 मिनट्स में देंगे, तो अचानक उसकी सेल बढ़ गई, क्योंकि इसका बहुत अच्छा लीड मैग्नेट है, उसने फेमस कर दिया उसको। 30 minutes में delivery, ambulance से पहले delivery. We got it. So now you will start understanding that everywhere when things are working, where they are able to get your attention, generate curiosity, there are lots of lead magnets every day coming to you in different forms and everything. Okay, all of these are lead magnets. So you will start observing that how these magnets are around you, because we have to create one. Okay, and one really powerful so that it works. So did you, by the way, understood what I was trying to tell you, that at surface level we think something, but at a deeper level there is another problem which is related to our by the way, I'm using viewpoint. I want viewpoint or perspective. Whatever we are talking about, no, it is same only. Like, I want to be clear. I don't want to be any confusing, thing. I have been talking about perspective, and this viewpoint, it is same only, that the perspective I have about my business, that is what is making me trapped, and that is what's stopping my growth. So simply tell your business that, it's an opportunity, and I'm going to invest my time, money, and passion into it. And I'm not running away from anything. I'm just going to build it piece by piece, brick by brick. I'm going to, really make it work. And I'm not in a hurry. I don't want to build 100 crore business tomorrow. That's okay. I'm comfortable with that. If I build it in another 5-year, 10-year, 100 crore business, that is good for me. In next 3 year, 5 year, if you can make 10 crores from a business, it is good for me. Like, a plan, proper plan. We are not building it tomorrow, but we'll build it. But give yourself a long-term plan that, hey, I'm doing it for a long time. I'm not running away for 6 months, 1 year. Jaldi se isko test karke bhag jaye. Clear, guys? That was a very important thing, because it's a common example, but you got to realize in yourself that in different areas of your life, in different areas of your business, there might be certain viewpoints which are like this. Where I'm saying that I don't get good vendors or good employees to work for me, but my viewpoint is that, what, salary dena to kharcha hai. If you have that thought process in your viewpoint as in a head, that salary is a kind of expense. Yes, salary is an expense. That person will never have a good team in his company, because his viewpoint is like that salary is an expense, and he's trying to build a team out of it. And he will say कि अच्छे लोग नहीं मिल रहे, अच्छे HR नहीं है, we're not getting good people, we're not getting good salesmen and all of that. But his viewpoint is a problem. So similarly, in different areas of your life, you need to give it some time and come up that what are some of the viewpoints which are holding you back. Okay, so this I already told you. So any of these things, if you say sales is not my cup of tea, sales is tough market, there is only one way to sell, call karenge and all of that. So when our viewpoint, which I told you, is not correct, all of these problems will be there. Sales nahi ho rahi hai, and all of that, those challenges will show up in your business actually. Okay. Now, one more thing, very important concept for all of us to understand, that job of any coaching program, because I'll tell you, most people, most businesses, out of 100, most businesses are here, survival who is looking for short term. So most businesses are looking for short term, but I want to tell all of you that for a good amount of growth and success, any coaching program is not about any tools or hacks or shiny objects. That means get this in 15 days, have it in overnight, 7 days, 30 days, 21 days, jindagi badal jayegi, or jadoo ho jayega, magic niklega. There are a lot of people who are talking on these language. We do not promote, or we do not talk that language. Okay, so what I'm saying, I'm not talking about manipulation. Okay, it's not any manipulation to anyone. It's a proper achievable result which is possible, which I have delivered to people. That's what we are going to talk about. So that is one clarity. And any marketing message you see, when they tell you about any hacks and tools, always remember he's not going to help you, because you're not running on survival mode. And what I realized after working with hundreds of business owners as a consultant, this is what, I'm telling you from experience. So I'll tell you one more thing. So some of the people here who are already here, part of the challenge, they have been working with me, okay, for let's say 1 year, 6 months, 1.5 years also. And they have seen some kind of progress and growth, sales, and all of those things has happened. But along with these people, I have also worked with others. And over course of time, I have realized that no matter how much I have tried to fix their marketing side, until unless their viewpoint, their perspective, their mindset is not aligned towards that, it just does not solve the problem permanently. So I may keep telling them, let's send this message, let's do this email, let's do this campaign, let's make this YouTube video, and I may keep doing it. And I can try my best also. Still, the results will not be in that phenomenal way compared to if you learn the science and you are aligned to the science, and then your brain starts working as a marketer for your own business. There's a clear difference I want to tell you after working with so many people. Okay, that you got to be aligned, understand this whole science, and implement from your brains. That's a shift now, I'm going to do. And that's why there's a lot of you doing and thinking and changing, and then doing, thinking, changing, and a lot of introspection, perspective, and things are going to change. But it is important for that long-term growth. Clear, everyone? So that's what we are doing, and that's what I realize, and that's where I'm here telling you that real job of any coaching program driven by any a good educator is to basically expand your perspective. Because now I have understood what I want to teach you. If I am able to install that even 30% inside your head, and then I work with you as a consultant, or I guide you what to do further, then results are next level. Okay, so that's what we are doing. That's what I am doing. So there's no faltu information. I'm going to give you a very limited, very important things only. But before that, there is a lot of shape and form I have to create to you, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what this program is doing. And why? You are the best person to do the best marketing for your business, because you are the master of your craft. Because no one can solve your problem better than you, because you are the one who will work with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and you know them better. Like I know my audience better than even my mentors. And while you start working with your audience from a marketer perspective, you will know them best. I can give you a lot of ideas, but still a lot of them will be on assumption. You are the one who can validate things quickly, implement. So that's why it is very important for you to expand your perspective, align this science, and let's really implement that. Clear, everybody? Give me a big thumbs up if we are clear on that. So now with that, we have some exercise to do. So open up all of your notepads, and I'm going to give you, let's say 3-4 minutes, and I'm going to keep asking questions, and you got to write about it for 20-30 seconds. 30-second, 40-second writing. Everybody ready with notepad, pen, papers? Others? I can see all of you. Okay. So everyone is ready. Good. So here it is. The first question is, guys, write it down. According to you, what is perspective? Write it down. What is perspective? Twenty seconds, 20-30 seconds. Take your time. Think whatever you have learned based on that. Next question is, what happens when you have limited perspective? What do you think happens with you, with others? Whatever examples we have gone through, what do you think happens when you have limited perspective? Next question is, what happens when you are unable to understand different perspectives? So if you expand your perspective and you are able to see different perspective, what do you think will happen? Next question is, any area in your business or life where you are progressing slow? Think about it and write down what might be or what was some limited perspective which you think is holding you back in that one particular area where things are not happening the way you want it. Think about it and write down that what might be the limited perspective anywhere you are able to observe which is holding you back. Think about it. Take 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Important exercise. Think about yourself. If in some area there is some problem, there might be something which is holding you back. Just try to look from neutral perspective and try to identify what might be that limited perspective which is holding you back. And another question you can answer is, any area of your life where you are doing really well, what expanded perspective you are holding in that aspect, or you can answer that what good expanded perspective you think you have in that area which is helping you. Kalyan, are you here? You are doing exercises?
I've just joined Saurabh. I was in another meeting, so got delayed.
Okay.
So I'll go through the recording and then do this.
Yeah. But I want to tell something about this. See, I know that all of you have scheduled certain things at certain timings. But as a business owner, I want you to have this liberty that you can choose your work timings. So no matter whoever you have given meetings, whoever you have given earlier appointments, whoever have one-to-one sessions, as a business owner, can you not block 3 hours on 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 to 9? Then what the kind of freedom you are expecting from this business? You
Yeah,
see, you look from that perspective. No, I'm not telling you, Kalyan. I'm talking to all of you, because all of you have some reasons, some timing, some class, some one-to-one, some some. If I have to do something, if I have to go for 3 days event, if I have to go somewhere, some coaching program, something, I will reschedule everything. Everything. Okay. So that
yeah,
shows
that's what I've done today.
very good.
That's
I'm
what
very
I've
happy.
I have
I'm very happy.
rescheduled.
I'm very happy. And I want all of you to take that command in your business. The only reason why most of the people start their business is time freedom. I get to choose when I want to work. Okay. If I have something important, I don't have to beg for leave. You see, that was something I really hated in my job, that if I have some important work, still we need to talk in a manipulative way and ask for the leave, that you have some important work and you have to go, and then he will think whether he will give leave or not. I mean, so the point is, how important it is, and I'm telling you, and from all of your experience, you also tell me, do you think live is always 10x more powerful than recording?
Yes.
Be honest. So whatever you're getting in recording, you're missing the 10x. Imagine the kind of impact change, what can happen, because there is an energy of that time. You don't know that when Neil was here present and he asked that question and he shared his thing, and when I started, guiding him, that way something got cleared which would have never got cleared even after watching the same recording for 100 times if he was not here. Few things can shift only when you're here. And that is, it is very important for you to be here. So whatever calls, one-to-ones, this, that, only time if you are in ICU, then you can switch off the video, still you can join from the audio. Other than that, you should not actually take any break from this. I'm telling you, for these 3-hour sessions, I'm putting a lot of, kind of effort, I would say, which is, by the way, my part. I'm not exaggerating. Only thing I'm saying that I'm making it very potent. It's powerful. How many of you realize from the last challenge, this challenge, there is something has shifted, something new, some new, fresh way, what do we say? Air of fresh, kind of something like that, right? So it has gone up, it has changed. I have gone through a lot of things, a lot of learnings, a lot of programs. Recently, I invested close to like some 5.5 lakh rupees again for some programs, a lot of offline events, and all of that things. So I'm making it very potent. I want all of you, I said all of you, to be here every session from time. That's what I want. A commitment, like reschedule, whatever is there. What we are gone through, it is just the third day, which is not finished. How many of you agree that there's already a lot of shifts happening, a lot of things are changing, a lot of perspective changing, a lot of new things are already opening, right? Hardly we are third session up. A lot of sessions are there. So please don't miss any of it. Okay? Any of it. So let's come back. So by the way, all of you have written this exercise, what we have discussed?
Yes.
So let's do a little bit of intentional exhale, because we have learned for close to 90 minutes now. It's almost 8. So let's do exhale, okay? Open up the group, go ahead and talk about perspective and whatever shifted, whatever learnings, whatever you had in the last 90 minutes. This slide I'm opening and you all have your notes also. Look at it. Go ahead and, get it printed that yes, this is all I've learned. Go ahead. Guys, now do one more thing. Read each other's learnings. I'm telling you, it will open up something new. Okay, so spend another 5 minutes reading each other's sharings. Amazing. I think everyone is done, right? Super. Good. By the way, did you really read all others' sharings and did something also you learned from the sharing?
Yes.
Yes, it is that powerful, right? Because you don't know, because see, all of us, we have our own perspective. And the same learning, same program gives a different kind of learning for everyone. And then they are sharing, then we also get to know some of that, right? So with that thought process, that expanded perspective now, okay, where you are not at all, limited by your perspective. So with whom you can work, what kind of target audience we can have, what kind of market we can choose, and how we should talk to them, and how we can present ourselves. In all those areas, do not have any limited perspective, have a very big, wide open perspective, like anything is possible. That kind of perspective, we will start creating things. Now, till here we learn, and now when I say that, for this expanded perspective to land in your head, the first thing is your willingness. So all of you have to be ready to allow yourself to think from an expanded perspective, because we only stop ourselves. So when I will say for you to think bigger, okay? Then, so this is what is needed from your side. First thing is your willingness, like allow yourself. There's a beautiful quote which says that, the only one who is stopping you is you. And it's so beautiful if you really understand the depth of it. Like, the one who is stopping you is you. So your willingness to allow yourself to expand, that is what is needed. Then we need to delete some old unchecked ideas. So I'm very sure that whatever new things I told you in the last few sessions, we have also been able to delete some old things. Whenever there is something new, some new perspective about marketing, sales, thought, communication, when something new is there, obviously you have deleted some old things. So that is the process. In this process, there are a lot of old beliefs or things which you have just directly taken, from random videos, from random things, from random places, known learning ki marketing aise hoti, waise hoti, a lot of things we learn. There are a lot of old things which are not useful, which are not working. So we will delete them. And then in the process, I'm installing these timeless principles, which are going to make it happen. And some of the examples are inhale, exhale, then always remember. And by the way, when you say these timeless principles, you can always have a separate page, or you can write them in bold or big, because whenever you'll go through notes, these are some things which will actually open your mind again whenever you'll go through the notes. So how to solve any problem, remember three steps. And then, so remember to inhale, exhale always with client, sales conversation, even in live, all of there. How to solve any problem. If you know, you will be able to solve any problem. And marketing will solve your sales problem. That is one principle. Just fix it in your head. Like, there is no other thought, there is no other pattern. Marketing will solve my sales problem. Okay. So now we are coming back from perspectives and bigger things and emotions to all of that, to back to the core topic of marketing and sales and what we discussed last time. So let me ask all of you what we did in the day one. So let's come back to our sequence, marketing, sales, and all of that. Okay, all of you. So now remember, I'm just going to revise so that we are back. So remember, if you do sales directly, then you do marketing, or you do no marketing. If you do this, you will always, you will see customers stop replying. They will stop taking calls. They won't come back after the proposal. And if somehow the discussion happens, the discussion will only happen about price and discounts. If you are selling means directly about your product and service. Selling means directly going to the last step of the sales process. But if you do the marketing before selling, then these are the things you are getting. You only talking to interested people. So there is already a lot of filtration. Then when they come to you, they are open and they are in the listening mode. So because you want them to listen. See, it does not matter whether normally somebody will say, if we do outbound marketing, we will get 10,000 numbers of leads. And somebody will say, let's do inbound marketing and we will get, let's say, 200 appointments. But you tell me, what is better, 10,000 name, number, emails, or 200 appointments where they have booked appointments with you and then you have a 30 minutes call? You tell me, what is better?
200.
200 appointments, right? Exactly. So because then we don't know that, what kind of thing it is going to happen. So if you do marketing then sales, then you are talking to interested people who come to you. When they come to you with you on appointment, they are open and in listening mode. And then you are not seen as another vendor or supplier. This is the main key distinction which will happen in their perspective, which is important, which you have learned. They will not treat you as another vendor or another supplier. They are there and they will listen to you. And once they are in listening mode, then if we have the right way of presenting, sales will become effortless. And you will be able to upsell, cross-sell, and all of that. So we are back to the basics. If you direct do sales, this is where the whole game will always happen. Customer will stop replying and he will only treat you as another vendor. He'll only talk about price discounts. But if you exactly implement marketing in the right way, then this is how you can do it. You can, so all of this. Clear, everybody? Give me a big thumbs up if it is clear. Now, how many of you remember we discussed the credit card example, right? That I told you that, when people are directly operating this one particular exercise, which is, directly selling, the best example comes into mind is, these credit card and loan departments. So they directly come and they directly call. So we understood an example that there is something called credit card, which we use, which all of us we use. So that means we are the target audience, we are the right audience. And all of us have, that means we are already existing customers, so we can already need one. But still, when people are calling us for that credit card, we still get angry, annoyed, and then we, like, cut the phone, all of that. So we are the right customer, they are selling to the right people, still we are saying no, right? That is one way, because they directly come and say, sir, HDFC se card le lo. And then there's another case which we discussed where you get in WhatsApp, and in that WhatsApp, there is a lead magnet and it says that get a credit card and watch 4 movies every month free. Do you want to know? Call us now or book a call with us, something like that. So here they're not talking about credit card. Here they're not talking about buying anything. They are telling that I can help you watch 4 movies every month for free. Now, if that person is watching 3 to 4 movies or 5, 6 movies, he will say, wow, it's a very good option. And what they will take? Nothing. Credit card. They will only give me more credit. That's it. So the point is that, even for something which you are getting for free, people get credit card for free. It's a loan, free kind of loan for 30, 40 days, whatever you want to say. But still for free, when they are getting loan, still for that, you get a call and you say no. So we need to understand that here things are not working. So even if you talk to the right person, still it will not work, and you are, your product is good, it is needed, useful, still it will not work because you are able to see it. That's why it is not working, right? And another case, we understood that if we go ahead with lead magnet and then we follow a certain sequence, then there is inbound calls and then those calls will convert. So by the way, out of these 2 scenarios, I'm sure you know which scenario will buy, right? This one, right? So that credit card example we understood. Another example I want to give you that let's say, and again, yeah, so my own example, by the way, and some of you know me, some of you don't know me, so a little bit of example I'll give you that. For me also, if you really see, there is this before and after kind of picture, okay? So scenario 1, I was selling social media marketing packages. I was meeting clients, going to offline meetings, direct walk-ins. There were many others also like me, also doing the same, direct walk-ins. Intent was desperation, need, हिंदी में बोलते हैं गरज, यार कहीं से कुछ काम मिल जाए. और क्वेश्चन जो पूछे जाते थे, those questions were, हाँ भाई बताओ क्या बेचते हो, कितने का दोगे, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग वाले हो, अच्छा बताओ कितने का दोगे. Got it? And the only conversation was happening about price only. अरे वो तो 15,000 में साल भर कर देते हैं, वो तो 25,000 में कर देते हैं, वो तो 18,000 में कर देते हैं, वो तो 1,000 रुपये महीने में भी कर रहा है. So and their job is like they are selling only to the lowest. That was the scenario 1. Scenario 2, with all of that perspective change, learnings, going through the things, all of that, started with video marketing, and I started giving lead magnets. And then I started generating curiosity, getting inbound leads or calls. And then that person comes to me and then he says that जो भी आपने lead magnet में बोला है, जो भी आपने बताया कि इतनी अच्छी चीज है, बताओ मुझे. And then I implemented leader framework. I understand his need, desire, I implemented the doctor's approach. I implemented that, that customized offer and all of these things, creating more better offers and all of that. And with that, these are the kind of results, by the way, happened. But by the way, the one question which I want to ask before I show you, this is scenario 1 where the person is behaving like this. And there is a scenario 2 where a person is behaving like this. So he's making videos, content, and he's sharing those pieces and WhatsApp and lead magnets and then calls and then getting on the calls, closing, doing all of that. You tell me which scenario 1 or 2, where do you think has more business potential or they will do better? Guys?
Scenario 2.
2.
Agree, all of us? And by
Yes.
the way, the same thing happened. Okay. So scenario 1 के जो results हैं, we were selling 30,000 to 50,000 per year packages. We had very less conversions. Scenario 2 results हैं, started selling 40,000 to 60,000 per month packages and 1.5 lakh to 4 lakh rupees personal coaching packages and very good conversion than industry. So from this scenario to this scenario, is it good? When I'm not able to sell it for a yearly package and then easily it is selling for monthly, it's good, right? That means we have been able to crack something, right? So that is what, another example of this particular thing which I was explaining, that the way we are going ahead and doing, it has to change. Okay. So now coming back to the sales. So by the way, sales in simple 2 words I'm going to explain. Sales will go deeper in later sessions, but sales means just 2 things. If you really understand in the tangible way, okay? There is a traffic. Traffic means simple. So people, traffic means people, okay? Traffic means, question is what is traffic? Answer is just, target audience, those people. And when we say conversion, that is something we need to understand, because I'm going to take 2 minutes here. What do you think is conversion according to you? Guys, tell me. What is conversion according to you? Go ahead.
It's get the business basically.
No. I mean, in sales process, what do you mean by conversion?
Closed deal.
Yeah,
Close deal. Okay.
close deal. Yeah, that's
Transaction, or when they make the payment. Can we say that?
yeah.
Are we talking about the same thing? That is conversion,
Yeah.
right? When you talk and then the final sale happens, money comes in our bank, all of that. And that is something we need to understand, what is actually conversion. So this is an old kind of belief or which is there in your head. Now we are going to change it. Okay. So in first thing, what I want to say, that conversion is not sales. That means it's not about that money part. Okay, it is part of the sales, but it's not about that money transaction. The conversion is not about money transaction. This is what you need to understand. Conversion simply means it's a change of state. And this change of state will happen in at least 4 to 5 to 6 times before somebody will buy from you. This is what we don't understand. So we think directly when we connect with somebody and we did one presentation, and if the sale does not happen, you say conversion did not happen, but that's wrong. That's what we need to understand, that conversion is a change of state. And that means there are many micro conversions before the final deal. That's what all of us we need to understand. There are many micro conversions before the macro conversion, that is like final transaction. Micro conversions are you getting a call, talking to him, and then he's showing a little bit of trust. He's booking a call is a conversion in itself. If you throw a lead magnet and the person has booked the call, that means the conversion has happened. The lead magnet has converted. There was a purpose for the lead magnet. That conversion already happened. The next part, you doing a presentation. In that presentation, you are doing an offer, and at the end, you are able to sell that offer or whatever you want to sell. That means the conversion happened. It might not be the final big conversion also. Like you attending 99 rupees workshop, right? 99 is also a conversion. You being a stranger, becoming a customer and paying 99 rupees, it is a conversion, but it's a small conversion. The seller or the coach, he's not thinking from that perspective. He's thinking that for him, conversion means, let's say when you pay 10,000 or 1 lakh. So there are many micro conversions in every customer journey. From the stage, somebody will know you, to the stage, he will buy from you. That's a customer journey. By the way, how many of you heard this before? Everywhere it is talked about in every marketing session, right? Awareness, interest, consideration. That is the customer journey, right? Customer need to know about you, then he need to have some interest in you, and then he need to consider you as an option. So all these are micro conversions which are happening. And if there is no micro conversion happening from here to here, then it does not matter how much focus you are putting on sale will not happen, because the micro conversions are not happening at the earlier stage. So no matter how hard you try, it's like, have you seen that race when there are 3 or 4 people and in that race, and everybody will pass so one person will pass the stick to another, and then another, and then as a team they complete the race, right? First person will run, he will pass on the stick, he will run, another person, he'll pass on the stick, another person, he'll pass on the stick. Here it is happening like that. Your final sale transaction is happening, is like a combination of 3 or 4 things, 3 or 4 players, and each of them are handling that stick to the next step. The stick can be a customer, let's say, for example. So now imagine the scenario that one person who has started, he has given the stick to second, but second has not given the stick to the third person. Now it does not matter the fourth person how hard he runs, he's never going to win. The goal is not going to achieve, the sale is not going to happen, transaction is not going to happen. Now you may focus a lot on fourth player and you may shout on it, but still it won't help. So are we getting what I'm trying to say? That your final sales, the final step, the conversion, what generally we think is conversion, is actually not conversion. So remove your thoughts and sight from there. The real conversion is happening before that. At 3 or 4 different steps, that conversion is happening. If you are able to make that conversion, that fourth player will win. If you are missing on to that initial conversions, no matter how much you try, that person, that final transaction will lose. How many of you clear, and how many of you have some bulb on moments right now? Clear? It's very important for us to understand that where the real transaction, where the real conversion is happening. It's not there. So there's a beautiful line, I do not remember it fully, but he said that magic is not there where you are watching. It's something on those lines, It's like where the magic is not there where you are watching. This simply means that when they show you a screen or something that here the magic is happening somewhere else. You are only seeing it. The magic is happening somewhere else. So when you have that last transaction, that is like the magic, but actually the real magic is not there. You are looking at the wrong thing. The real magic is happening before that, somewhere else. Clear, everybody? So we have understood the different parts of the conversion. So it is important for you to understand before we talk about lead magnet in a deeper way. Okay. So there are micro conversions. So now understand, we need to really work and think and create and come up with 2, 3, 4 lead magnets, because if the lead magnet will not work, so that means our first player is not, running. You see that? So that's why it is important for you to put in your brains into that. And that's why we'll create, and then the next parts will be taken care of. Okay. And if you take care of micro conversions, macro will happen. Just be very, very clear. Now, how we will do it? I already told you the sequence which we are going to implement. That is, this leader-based sequential communication. Basically, leader एक sequential communication. The first part is L, that is lead magnet, what we are learning. So this is what we need to understand. If conversation is starting with you and he is asking you that what you do, then if you reply with yes, this is what I do, that means you have straight away started talking about your product and service. Straight away the communication has gone about the product and service. So if we are talking about product and service, the next logical question is like this only: how much do we charge? And that's why the conversation do not has to go that way. That is one thing we have to be absolutely clear, because if it goes that way, what you do, and if you have to answer that, hey, I'm a mindfulness coach, then he will ask about that, and then everything starts. So before he asks, you need to tell him what you do. That's why, through lead magnets, what you are going to do. And if your conversation starts with this: hey, come to me and I will give you this really valuable thing which you are desperately looking for. Okay. So he's not asking you what you do. You are telling him, hey, come to me, I'll give you something really valuable thing which you are desperately looking for. And when that person comes to you, then what does that person says? Yes, please give it to me. If you really offer him something valuable, and then he will come and he say, yes, please give it to me. That's the intent when he comes. And then if he comes and he says that what do you do, the intent is different. If you are offering him something valuable which he wants, he will say, yes, give it to me. Some of you, those consulting calls, some of you do those challenges, some of you do those workshops. What is that? You told them that I'll teach you how to remove your stress and anxiety. And first level of conversion happened. They actually bought your idea, your concept, your whatever. They paid you 9 rupees. They came for the challenge. First level of conversion happened. So you are able to sell. And this is the step what you are following. They are coming, yes, tell me what to do. This is how they are happening, right? So the thing is that, this is knowingly, unknowingly, some of you are already doing when you are running ads and all, but now you are able to see where it is getting connected. That's why you are mindfulness coach, but you're not directly selling mindfulness. You're doing a challenge before that. When you are a EFT coach, still you're not selling directly EFT. You have a 3-day challenge of stress, anxiety. We're not even talking about EFT. That is where any business coach will have, let's say, 3 or 4 hours program. Those are workshops. People want to learn. They go there, and then there is certain level of conversion that will happen. So the point is that when you offer them something valuable, if it is valuable, they will come to you. That is what we have to do. And that is why it's important to create that lead magnet in such a way. So all of you have already started working on that direction, but it will take time, a lot of thinking and talking to customers. Okay. And what you need to just really install in your head that, competition is never a problem. Competition only make things better. Okay. Because competition makes you upgrades makes everything good. iPhone 2, 3, 4, how many of you remember? And how many of you can compare it to iPhone 17? Do you think they have become more beautiful, better, powerful, right? They have upgraded because of competition. If there was no competition, they'll be only selling iPhone 4 only. See, the competition allows the consumer to get the best. That's how you need to think about it.
Still, it can't fold.
Sorry?
Still, iPhone can't fold.
True. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that, in every industry, competition only makes you better. So, that is what we need to understand with a bigger expanded perspective. Don't just think from my perspective, mera business nahi chalega, competition means no. Any industry, if there is competition, there is quality people there at the top. So overall society gets the best when you have competition in industry. Society gets the best. So because we are average, we don't want competition. That's not true. We also need to be great in our things, what we do. And then let's have competition, but we will win that competition. That's what the capability we will build. That's how it has to happen. Market is not a problem. At any given point of time, it does not mean if I'm not making money, somebody else is not making money. In the same industry, in the same domain, there are people who are doing it at the same time. And if I'm not doing it, that means market is not a problem. There is a market and somebody is able to crack it. Customer also not a problem. They are not cheap or selfish or rude. We just don't know how to get them in a frame. That's what we need to understand. So we will not blame any of this. That's one thing I want to all of you to promise yourself. Competition is not a problem. Market is not a problem. Customer is not a problem. Customers are not cheap. They have money. They are buying things. They can pay. They have buying capacity. They are not selfish. They are only behaving as a normal human being. They are also not rude when they don't want to talk to you. Maybe your lead magnet was not good. So, so that's what we need to really get into our head. Clear, everybody? Give me a big thumbs up if it is clear. Super. With that, another thing what we need to do is that you need to understand that what got you here won't take you there. So whatever, wherever you are, you have some beliefs, habit, knowledge, product line, skill, belief, perspective, customer, whatever. There are certain things which you are able to figure out. And because of that, you are able to reach a certain place. Now for the next jump, we are going to have some expanded perspective and things and change in some of these directions. Clear, everybody? We'll have new habits, new knowledge which you are getting. We will experiment, understand, implement things. Okay. So the real game is, the problem is not here, competition, market, all of this. Simply just understand we need to upgrade our game. That's it. We need to upgrade our game. That's the only solution. And we have been using old, outdated marketing and sales strategies, which has lost its effectiveness now. And this is what we are going to learn, which we are, by the way, already started implementing. The first part of that we are already learning. So, do you remember in the beginning we talked about there are 3 things you can change in your business? How many of you remember on the day when we talk about that there are 3 things you can change in your business which will make it decommoditize? Let me know. Speak.
First is the product,
Innovative.
Very good.
then delivery style,
Delivery.
and third is the sales.
Sales. Amazing, guys. So you are right. Product and service. Now, when we say product and service, so what I want to tell you that in the process, we are going to think about not actually completely removing the product or completely adding the product, but we will have a possibility in mind that we might have to add some small product, some small training, some small video, some small workshop, something we can add on to our process in terms of product and service so that it can get what we want. Be ready for that. Okay. Delivery. Online, offline, there are only 2 modes. And here also might be some changes, which we will, by the way, get to know once we implement. But these are the stages. And sales, you already know. We might have to change our customer. We might have to change our market. We need to adjust all of that, whatever. And way of selling, we are already, doing. So now, one example I want to give you, and the same things I will help you understand how it happens. By the way, all of you know Netflix, right? Let me tell you a small story about Netflix. When Netflix started, they started as a DVD rental office offline store. So they were running a store. Okay, offline DVDs. Then they started giving DVD rental on through website. So now people don't have to come to the store. Online they started. So from this offline store to became the online website, what do you think changed here? How many of you can tell?
Change of delivery.
Yes, awesome. So from offline, they went offline. The change delivery, it became a very good hit for them. From this DVD rental online platform, they went to a streaming platform. No more per DVD cost. They are asking that, hey, you can subscribe and go to so many videos at once. Subscription model. What do you think changed here from DVD rental online website to streaming platform?
Way of selling.
Not exactly.
Product.
Even they had
Product.
a new product, like went from a DVD rental to streaming platform. So that website became a product, a new product, where they are able to subscribe. And then also when they make it streaming, that was the change in product. But when they make it subscription based selling, that is part of sales also. Because now they are selling in different way. No, monthly they have recurring things. And then they change one more thing to creating own content. Now they are creating their own content. So now they have added along with, product, they have done one more something they have added. So the point is that, if you look at any journey in a bigger perspective, you will see that slowly they have evolved and they have implemented all the things in their business. Okay. In my business also, if you see, so I was selling social media marketing, then from there to marketing consultant. So what happened, if you really see here, I changed my market and my positioning from social media marketing person to marketing consultant. Okay. I stopped working with my last customer. So that was my sales change because I changed my customer. I changed my market. So that was again part of the sales I did here. Then when I started promoting myself as a video sales coach, so I added a kind of, and by the way, online. So that was the delivery I changed also here. Earlier it was all offline meetings, let me tell you. And then I changed the delivery and made it like, online. So delivery also I changed. And then I changed a little bit on my products also. So not only I have the social media packages, but I have coaching packages. I have, still I have that agency, but different way. So are you getting? It started here from, and then implemented all the same concepts in a way, which all of you are going to implement. What I want you to know is that when we will implement this framework, so there will be certain things we will add or certain things we will remove from your business to take it to the next level. And we have to be ready to do that. Maybe we will rethink about customer, rethink about marketing, rethink about way of selling, rethink about pricing, rethink about even adding on some small or big something product or service to your existing so that it can become that attractive what we want. Okay, clear? Good. So now let's come back to the lead magnet, and with this all this expanded perspective and all this thought process, now we'll work again on it. Okay. So now to understand lead magnet, some of the example I'll give and you will be able to quickly understand the essence of it. Okay. So this is the essence. Now you tell me there is scenario one and there is a ad. There is a pamphlet which says, come, I will teach you concepts of physics. So in the local neighborhood, there is a teacher and he has put this particular pamphlet. He's a physics teacher and this is what he has done in first scenario. He's put in and that pamphlet says, come, I will teach you concepts of physics. And in scenario two, there's another physics teacher in the same market. And this is what he has written in his pamphlet. Come, I will teach you how to get 90% marks in physics. Now you tell me, where do you think more people are, more students, more parents are going to send their children to?
Second.
Second.
Can all of us we agree that it is second? Yes. Do you think it is on the same line but completely different emotion, complete different thing, complete different appeal, right? Basically, they all both are teaching physics. But a different emotion, different angle, different way, perspective that person has created, and he is getting a line of students. लाइन लगा के खड़े हैं सब पढ़ने के लिए. दूसरे वाले का कम आई टीच यू कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फिजिक्स, वहां पे उसको ढूंढने पड़ते हैं. आ जाओ फिजिक्स पढ़ लो मुझसे. Are you getting the point? You see, these are some distinctions need to happen in your head. So when I say, come, I'll teach you concept of physics, again, I'm talking from the perspective of physics only. I am a physics teacher and I want to teach physics. That's what I'm saying. While in the second way, I say that my students, what is their desire? They don't want to study physics. They want to get 90% in physics. How many of you agree to that? That's what they want. Parents, they don't want his kid to basically become the, the master of physics or science, but they want that 90%. In the process, if you learn physics, okay. This person will also teach the same physics only. But are you able to see the difference? Because it's this distinction is very important in your head. Because we are breaking the lead magnet in multiple times. Now, next time when you make the lead magnet, it will be even better. I'm telling you. Because now you are able to understand those small things which are completely removing. So remember, there is always something called need and there is always something called desire. When we say concept of physics, learn concept of physics, that is we are talking about need. But when we say get 90% marks, that is what is desire. So what you need to understand that, most people are talking this language, my product, feature, benefit. But the thing is, what we need to understand that sometimes you ask customer and he will tell you his need. But you got to learn the art of conversation so that you can actually understand what is his desire, which he will not tell you directly. Your customer will tell in his conversation. So let's say, me and Shakti were having a small conversation about a project. And this is what, came up about this, need and desire. So what he wants to get it done and what we can offer, So let's say his clients are, e-commerce brands. E-commerce brands who are running ads, making good money, and they get the regular fashion photo shoot done. So he's charging. So then they are reaching out. So now, when we are reaching out to them, as of now, so he was making MCP, right? When we suggested last time that, how we can make a shoot better. Instead of, we shifted it to how you can save 50,000 in every shoot. So, I will add 2 lights, extra lights. I will add 2 extra camera, and I will give drone and all of that. And your shoot will become better. That's not the language you need to talk. How you can save 50,000 in your, next shoot. How you can work with only one person instead of 10, and get the timely delivery, like understanding the pain points and designing. But that is how it is. Okay. So there is something called need and something called desire. Need, sometimes people will tell you. Desire, sometimes you need to extract. So we need to give some thoughts about it. That's what I want you to do. That from your customer perspective, don't just only talk about need. Try to think from the perspective of that desire, what he might desire. Okay. I'll give you some another example also, and there will be some more understanding for you. So next is, so by the way, lead magnet is almost very, very clear. Lead is basically pool of potential customer, and the pool can be small or big. Pool does not mean 1,000, 10,000. It depends on your business. So if you think that, Akshay says that, 10 projects in a year is a very good business for me, then for his, that is the pool. And if Jagatha says that, 10,000, product sale is my good, so that is his pool, depending on the product, how much you can work and how much you can do. So pool of potential customer, that is like 10 to 1,000, 10,000, that is your lead magnet, something which is attracting. And when we say something, attracting, they will only come when we will give them something, some valuable thing for free, something which is valuable, which somebody will make them money, cost them money, something will happen, and then you make it free. It has to be valuable, not for the sake of saying it. It's like कि मैंने एक 15 मिनट का वीडियो बनाया, and then I cannot say कि it's so valuable and आप इसे खरीद लो, So it has to hold some real value, and when you give it to them for free, which we will, by the way, create, then it will become that so powerful lead magnet which we are thinking about. And generally, why people are afraid of sale, and people are afraid of selling also, because whenever somebody approach you to sell something, do you remember you are going in a market, suddenly there is somebody, fairy wala, and he jumps on you and he says, sir, t-shirt le lo. Or, आप जा रहे हो अचानक से परफ्यूम ले लो. एक busy market, imagine a busy market, right? How do you feel? So you have something, you are going in a direction, and suddenly somebody comes, sir, ye le lo. So how do you feel? Suddenly when somebody comes and they want to sell to you, the obvious thing is no. This is what you do. वैसे नहीं बोलता सर ले लो, आप बोलते हाँ लाओ तुरंत दो. The first thing is no. But even after saying one no 2-3 times, still sometimes you look at the product and sometimes you stay and sometimes you buy. That is another thing. The first response is no only, no. So that's what you need to understand. That's why we are changing that game. Okay. Another example, real estate. I want to show you that how in the field of real estate, generally people are earlier when they were doing and now how they are doing, and what kind of ads are working, what kind of people are making it good. Okay. So I have this one. How many of you can see that canvas screen? So there are two, basically, these designs. I'm gonna show it to you. Is it visible, guys? So this is the first kind where this is how normal ads are running for any properties, real estate. Agree? Sell, rent, buy property, all of this, that, all of this. This is how it is running. And this is how everyone is running. But some of the people really who are doing very good in real estate, and I'm showing you another option, how it will happen in the form of real estate, which is already happening by very few other people, but how it should happen. At one side, you are giving this ad. What is the kind of response directly you are going to get? They will say पूरी डिटेल मिल गई है, फोन पे प्रोडक्ट अच्छा दिख रहा है, बताओ कितने का है. Right? Here we have changed the communication. Let's say you see this message. Let's say you are a buyer. You want to buy a property, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a real estate, and you are normally sitting and you in your mobile, in your WhatsApp, suddenly you see this message and suddenly you see this message. This message says, don't buy house before attending this webinar. Save 20 lakhs in your next real estate purchase. You see this kind of something and you see this kind of something, and you are somebody who want to, let's say, buy a property or invest in a property. Where do you think there is more inclination that, okay, let me see what it is? Guys, let me know. What do you think?
Second ad.
Inclination, second, right? All of us, we agree. So that is how the kind of shift are you able to see that how it is happening. The concept behind it, again, the concept same is getting applied, which we'll talk in deep, is called hide the product. What we are selling is not visible here. When you are throwing lead magnets, it is all about that customer's perspective. Like I'm only talking about that don't buy house before this seminar, because I'll teach you how you can save 20 lakhs in your real estate. And I'll prove to you in 1 minute, 30 minutes, or whatever I'm going to do. And that's the only thing I'm selling as of now. Behind there is a strategy, but this is how I'm going at the front end. So this will attract more people. And then based on so this is the ad I'm saying, which will give you conversion, micro conversion, the first micro conversion where somebody would give you time and he will come and talk to you. Clear, everybody? Has it given you some more perspective that how different industries we are going to think and talk about it, write it, and it is you who have to do it. Think about your people, think about their pain point, think about your problems, and then we have to do what we are saying. Okay. And I've given you these two examples to have some distinct perspective so that we are able to see the things which currently maybe you are overlooking. Because as of now, we have created the lead magnets, but still it is at the surface level if you really see. Okay. So now, coming back to this thing, another way of saying is that your lead magnet is the kind of magical outcome your customer secretly deserve. That is what we need to understand in a bigger perspective. Like there is something they are expecting, they want, kind of very magical outcome. And they might not be openly telling you. So when somebody is buying a house, he might not come to a real estate developer and say that, you know what, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा अगर मेरे 20 लाख बच जाए. If I can save 20 lakhs in this project, I will feel really good. Nobody told any real estate developer. But then this is what they want, they desire. And when somebody is talking about that, the micro conversion happens. So what you need to understand that maybe sometimes the secret desire, what they want, is not visible from outside. And sometimes it will be exaggerated. That's okay. That also I want you to understand. Sometimes their secret desire will be exaggerated. You see, no ads are, done without these psychologies, okay? And all of the ads, if you really see, they are in a way always exaggerated, right? So, आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं, मतलब it does not mean you will jump from the, mountain. डर के आगे जीत है does not mean कि you will take the vehicle and then you will run over mountains, you know. And what more other examples I can give you where, deodorant ads, have you seen? So one person will come and then he will put the deodorant and suddenly 10, 15, 20 girls will start running towards it. Have you seen those ads? Right? So do you really think, is there any perfume or deodorant like that in this world ever has created that, you just put it and then girls start running towards you? Not created, right? But still every deodorant company is giving the same kind of ad. Because their audience, whoever is buying it, their secret desire is on those lines. Even when they exaggerate, still it is working for them. And it is working for them because they are exaggerating. So what you need to understand while creating that lead magnet, also remember that you can also exaggerate also. Don't get stuck at the point where you say कि कहीं unethical तो नहीं है. मतलब there is nothing called unethical when we can prove it. We are in the game of information, knowledge, and we can prove it whatever we are saying. So we are not doing anything unethical. Just need to understand their language, write their desire, and even if you have to exaggerate, do that. Promise that magical outcome in that lead magnet. Promise that magical outcome, that moon. It's like कि किसी के सीक्रेट desire है कि यार चंद्रमा चाहिए और उसके बोलना कि हाँ ठीक है चंद्रमा मिलेगा. It is that bread around that garlic, that promise is that bread which you are creating around that garlic. And that garlic is a whatever product and all what we know. But then that is what we need to create. So you promise that, and he will be happy even if it needs are met. So what I want to tell you that though every deodorant company has always shown that you use it and then there will be girls running behind you, still today no girl has run behind anyone, but still they have sold millions and millions and millions of bottles of deodorant. And nobody has complained that, come on, I tried 10 bottles deodorant and nobody came after me. I will sue the company. Nobody does that. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? You see, sometimes your customer also realize at the point of buying that, what is the real expectation. But the ads, the lead magnets, the things what you're creating, you need to understand the psychology. It is created in a way to invoke that response. It's not about being real. Okay, it's not at all that we are not doing anything at all, but then that mindset holds you. Is it real? Is it possible? Is it? No. First understand the secret desire, what it is, then exaggerate also if you have to, make it worth. Because when you want to invite them, you promise the moon. And even if their needs are met, if you have just little bit better smell, fragrance around you, you are like, okay, deodorant is worth it. That's how it is. Clear? So now there is some more understanding for you in terms of your lead magnets, why you need to think bigger, why you don't have to feel small, why you should operate from the perspective of, keep your client at your level. Neither, nor at a level higher than you, not at a level lower than you. Keep them at your level intellectually. It's like you're talking to somebody in a similar frame. Don't think this person makes 100 crore, so you're like, sir. Or don't think this person, because it doesn't make money, you are like, kyun bhai? Chal bol. You see? So that is some shift you need to happen, because the more you are, once you fix this, anyone you are sitting with, you feel like, you are there. And then there's no desperation, garage or anything. You can actually talk your terms. You can communicate freely. You will be able to, he will be in a listening mode. You will be in a, command position, and things will change. That's what I'm telling you. That's why all of you need to understand. This is what we need to do.
Yeah, coming to lead magnet, there's a video I've seen so many years back. So there's a blind person who is begging. There's a play card in his hand. I'm blind. Please give me some money. So other person says, the world is beautiful, but I can't see.
Right. Exactly. Perspective. So So guys, did you understood the lead magnet to even more detailed manner? And now going forward for the 1 week, you will have a lot of things to do, and make it in using that creativity, using that secret desire and all of that, working, making it good. Can I can you promise?
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. Two more examples I'll give you about need and desire. It will give you even more clarity. So scenario one, business owner. You ask him, sir, what do you need? He will say more cash flow, more sales. But his desire, these are his desires: sudden surge in sales or thought leadership in business community. So do you see when you see marketing messages, the marketing messages are like this only: increase your sales in 7 days, increase your sales in 10 days, increase, because this is what he wants. Sudden surge. He's not looking for realistic result. I don't know if you realize that sudden surge in 7 days is not possible, but there are people who are running that ad and there are people who are buying that and they're going there and investing that. Do you see how it is? Because he wants that sudden surge, he wants it quick. When there is an ad which says that lose 10 kg in a month, he will attract more leads compared to the person where ad says lose 1 kg in a month. Simply again, because there are people who want to lose weight fast. They don't want to wait. They want to get everything done very quickly. So there is a desire, okay, which they might not tell, but it is there. Got it? So the need is consistent cash flow and more sales. Desires are like sudden search, or if you tell them, sir, आपको award मिलेगा stage पे बुलाकर. Some people will be really interested. That is a big community. Another scenario is the need is business owner says, I need reliable employee for day-to-day operation. This is what he need, reliable employees. But his desire is कुछ ऐसे लोग मिल जाएं, a passionate team that treat my business as their own business and they work really. This is his desire. So when you say, sir, what do you want? Yeah, I'm looking for employees. But he's not looking for employees. He wants to build a passionate team that treat their business as their own business. A team that will build a legacy even without him. That's what he desires. And you are a consulting agency and you want to talk to him, sir, I will help you build a team that is so passionate. It will treat your business as your own. And even if you're not there, still they will build your business 5 times, 10 times in the next 5 years. Now, do you think you will be interested? I can help you do that. If somebody tells a business that, you know what, I can tell you how to build that team who will treat your business as your business, and I will help you build a team which will build a legacy business even without you. Do you think that person will listen? He will listen. If you know what is secret desire are. So, if you promise the moon and deliver the moon, those people will become fan for you. Okay. But if you promise the moon and deliver, only the need also, still they will be a very good customer for you. Just remember, we have to promise the moon and then let's see how much you can deliver. That's how it is. Clear? So let's do a exercise now. Start your notepads. Start writing in your notepads. And from your perspective, whatever we have learned and discussed again in the last 1 hour, write down for 2 minutes why we should not sell directly. Why we are not taking the product directly in our hand and ads and directly talking about that. Why we are taking the second approach in that real estate. Why you are talking about these things. Why you're not directly going out to the product. And why we are taking this long route when when others are doing the same thing, directly going ahead with the product. Go ahead, write down for 2 minutes why we should not do that, why we should do that. Is it done, guys? Have you written?
Yes.
Very good. While writing, did it even installed even more deeply in your head that why we should not do that? Very good. So with that, now the that land this what do you say, lead magnet, understanding about that is covered, and throughout the week you will be working on your existing lead magnets to make it better. Okay, from all the thinking, all of this recording will be available. Go through it again, but really work on that. Okay, and with that, just I want to touch upon traffic for few more minutes. Okay, so traffic we all know, simple, that people who are your potential customer. Those are like traffic. And there are 3 types of traffic in our business. We need to understand so that it makes things clear for us. The first is called TYO, traffic you own. I'll write out. Okay, traffic you own means simply the word is suggesting your own traffic, which is means existing customer. Okay, existing customer, somebody who has bought from you, somebody who has inquired from you but did not bought, that is also existing because kind of you have his contacts. That is the traffic you own. And all these people who have come to you but not bought from you, they also come under you. A list of the people who know about you and they have inquired whether they have bought or not, that is the traffic you own. That is very, very, very important for you, because I want to tell you something, that in every industry, when you are trying to attract a customer, there is always a cost involved with reaching out to a new customer. There is always a cost involved. When you go out in the market, open market, cold audience, and then when you want to attract leads from there, there is always a decent amount of cost involved to generate inquiries from them. And you already have people who have either bought from you or they have inquired from you. That is something I will call a gold mine. Because unless you know how to get gold out of this gold mine, no matter what kind of strategies you implement in your business, they will all fail when you go to the cold audience. If you're not able to generate business from your existing inquiries, you think let's leave the leads and work on the new leads, they are also not going to work, because there is something really broken there. We need to fix that if things are not happening there. So if you're not able to really have a list of your existing customer, really working on it, really doing the nurturing and all of that, you consider those leads that they are saving you multiple thousands of rupees, because when you go out to the market and you want more leads, there is a cost attached to it. Sometimes in our life, it's a very normal human behavior that mostly once we get something, we start losing value for it. So for the same leads, there was a time when we have paid money to Facebook, ads, Meta, this, that. But then once we get those leads and they are in the system, and then suddenly we forget, and then we are busy working with new, and that goes into a bucket which is not used. So there was a time when it was valuable and now it is like junk and we have left it. That is where most of us as a business owner, we do this mistake. So I want to identify this from the very beginning, that there is always a cost involved when you are looking for new customers, and take a very, very, very good care of existing leads. So once you generate any lead who has generated any inquiry, there has to be a very strong mechanism and system to basically keep following up with him, to keep following. That remarketing in your existing data is the most important thing you have to do. If someday you have to stop, you should stop the new marketing what you're doing, but you should never stop your remarketing. That's what I can tell you. So for that purpose, for that remarketing, let's come back to this. So the first part of the traffic, which is the first priority always in our business, that is the traffic you own. That is already the people who have done the inquiry from you. That is the most important traffic for you. How many of you are clear? Give me a big thumbs up. People who have already inquired from you or working with you, these are the most important traffic in your life. Then, by the way, the next traffic is called traffic you earn. Okay. This means some traffic which you have not bought, but you have earned using some strategies, using some conversation, doing some collaboration. And I'll give you some example. One of the example is traffic you earn. I delivered a good coaching program and Jagatha recommended Akshay. So I got a customer which I did not paid for, neither he was mine. I earned that traffic. I did not generate it, I earned that traffic. That is one example. Are you able to get it? Your referrals are the traffic you earn because you did something good. You delivered a good product, service, you get a referral, that is the earn, traffic you earn. Another example, you do some collaboration. So you are into interior designer and you find some vendor or some material supplier who is like, where your products are not matching, complementary products. And he says that, you know what, I have 1,000 people data and here I'm ready to share with you and you can start doing marketing on my data. That's called traffic you earn by collaboration. You did collaborations. You gave him 100, 200 leads. He gave you 100, 200 leads. And then you started working on him. It's earn because you have not bought it. And the third traffic comes is the traffic you buy, TYB, traffic you buy. That is the third priority. Once we have exhausted the 1 and 2, then we will go to the 3. In some cases, when we are at the very beginning, sometimes you have to start with the 3, but most of the cases, for all of you, I would say, there is some traffic you have, which we will list down by the way. Okay, which we'll list down. But for you, this is clear? Traffic you own, priority 1, existing and people who did inquiry. Traffic you earn, collaborations or referrals, and traffic you buy, things you are buying. Okay. Now this is what I want you to do. Let's do a small exercise. And I'm asking you and you're going to write. Okay. So this is how you will write. Let me show you.
So what are the traffic what we buy?
When you say buy, Facebook ads, Meta ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, all of this, and newspaper, prints, and anywhere where you are paying money to get leads, to all of that. All of that is paid ads. Yeah. Traffic you buy, you are buying someone. So this is what we do. Expected business. यहाँ पर हम एक exercise करेंगे. We'll do an exercise. So all of you are going to write down the existing customers number. Numbers means how many from there. Okay. So all of you write down like this. The first one you need to write that if you are using any CRM software, how much data do you have in that CRM software? So let's say 1,000 leads, 1,500 leads, 2,000 leads. Write those down. Where somebody has downloaded something, some lead magnet, challenge, workshop, inquiry, they got inquiry through WhatsApp, whatever, If you have a CRM data, from there you write down what is the number. So some of you this, some of you that. Assume we have 500 data in CRM. Some of you have more of that also, right? Right. Another thing, how many LinkedIn contacts you have? The LinkedIn contacts. So let's say 100, 200, 500, whatever. Can we say 100 minimum? Nobody have less than that, right? Then let's say in your FP Connect, let's say another.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So for LinkedIn we have only for coaching, like but then there is a physical product also. So should I put it all together or look at it one?
Different profile, different profile. For
Okay.
products, you can have different profile. And by the way, your coaching can be a lead magnet where your product can be in the back end. I mean, that depends, you can have two separate profiles, or you can always have that product under the form of coaching kind of thing. It can happen. So LinkedIn, let's say 100, FB, let's say 100. Okay. And by the way, this first number, okay, existing inquiries in your business. I want all of you to tell me your numbers. I want to know that do you even know your number? And by the way, approx. So I'm saying you can say 1300, 1400 does not mean 1330 like that. But at least you should have approx idea that I have close to this number. So guys, start sharing.
So Saurabh, in the online CRM, I have 1200 leads.
Very good. So you have 12
And
there. Yeah.
and offline clinic 5000 each.
Very good. So I'm going to take a small example. Okay. So let's say you said 5000 and 1200. So we can say 6200, right? We have 6200.
Yes.
Let's bifurcate it. Okay. I'm saying you have, we'll take one example only. Okay. Okay. So let's say that yeah. Okay. So I'm saying 5001 and 1001, 1200, right? So even if you calculate this one, okay. So now out of this 1200, and let's say out of this 500, let's take this number also. 1200, let's say you work on it for a month with the right strategy, right lead magnets, and send them the right lead magnets. Now with the updated knowledge, okay. How much do you think they will reply? Today only you got 20% reply, right?
Yeah.
2 out of 10 are replying.
Yeah.
Can we say 1 out of 10 will reply?
At least one, yes.
2 is a
10%.
decent number, by the way. Can you say 2 is a decent number?
Yeah.
Also to
Yeah.
expect, if we are really
Yeah.
good at our marketing, at least we will have 20%, interest. So 20%, that is like
240.
240. 240 meetings. Do you think if there will be 240 meetings, at least there will be 40 people will say, let's say miss also, but 200 meetings will be there if people book.
Yes.
Or even take less. Can we say 150?
Yes.
Definitely 150 meetings will be there.
Hmm.
How much do you think a normal conversion rate, when I will give you a complete sales process also, new perspective?
10%, 5%, 5 to 10%.
10.
10%, 15.
One-to-one call, in one-to-one call, 10% is the least. Least means least. Because in one-to-one call, generally, once you implement all these things, you will have 40-50% conversion. But I'm saying 10 to 20% is a minimum in one-to-one sales, right? Let's take only 10%, which is like minimum for the minimum from the minimum. I'm going for the least number. So you have 15 customers. 15 customer, and your consulting package is 30,000, let's say.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the number now?
6.5 lakhs.
4.5, I think.
Sorry, 4.5 lakhs. 4.5 lakhs.
Yeah. So that is 4.5 lakhs. So I'm saying that this is minimum. Minimum means minimum. Imagine out of 150, you convert 20. That is how much? 9 lakh.
Yeah, 9 lakh.
And imagine you implement sales in a good way and your follow-up and everything, and you convert this one 30% from the same people, again. So what I'm saying that already, do you think it's a good number? 9 lakh
Yes.
is a good number if you are able to only convert 20%, and we have taken already everything under consideration. That is
Yes.
the revenue potential hidden in your 1200 leads. That's what I want all of you to realize. Is this calculation really realistic? And we have done it in the right way in front of all of you. Now the same calculation you do in your business. And you will realize that from the people who are already there who has done inquiry from you, there is a revenue potential. There is a revenue potential. Clear this particular thing? Give me a big thumbs up if you are able to understand. If we can convert, which we will do. Okay. So, and then imagine very quick calculation, 5,000 people. If you
500.
work on it, at least minimum you have,
500.
1% if you can convert 500, and then these 500 people, if you are even giving, let's say 2,000 rupees subscription kind of thing, that is like 10 lakh a month. See? So out of this 5,000 also, if you see, it's like subscription model, 2,000 rupees also if you are doing, still it goes to 10 lakh a month.
Per month. Okay.
I'm saying numbers
no.
here and there. The
Yeah.
point what I want you to understand is that there is a good revenue hidden there. That's why I'm saying it's a gold mine, because gold is already there.
Yes.
You just need to dig it. And whenever you look at other ways, it starts from investment. That's what I want you to know. Whenever you look at other ways of generating leads, it starts with investment. And we have to do that, but you need to realize the importance of it, because I'm telling you, it's a paradox. You are busy generating leads from a new channels. Old leads are not converting. And every new lead which is getting, you are not realizing it is part of the old lead, old lead, old lead, old lead. So every new lead will become old lead in a 2, 3, 4 days. And you have nothing for these. No conversion, no focus, all of that. We are missing on the gold mine. That's what I want you to realize. People only think and then focus too much on paid, while paid is good, but then there's no point if you get the leads and then don't convert it. Clear that part? That guys, where you need to understand the important perspective which I wanted to share with you. So there is a huge potential in your existing data. And now this is another activity. Okay. So all of you will make this list for you in your notes. 100, 200, 50, 80, whatever is the number, but make it a list. The total inquiries you have till now, check your emails, check your messages, WhatsApp, look at the data from last 1 year, 2 year, make a number. And number comes 50, 100, 200, 500, according to you, just put that number and do a calculation. That if I convert this much into here and this much into here, and this is my product size. Some of you might be selling 5 lakh rupees services. So for you, 1-2 conversion makes 10 lakh rupees. So it depends that, depending on your product size, you may have only 10 leads, but you are able to convert 1, you get good money. You have 100 leads, maybe because of the product size. So the thing is, make a list of it and have that list ready by the time you come next Tuesday. Like you need to have that number exactly, that these are, and sorted out somewhere in a CRM, in an email, in Excel, somewhere you need to know, okay, these are the people who have inquired about me in the last, let's say 1 year, 2 year, whatever. Clear the homework, guys? This is another important homework. Take help of team, anyone, but this is what as a business owner, you need to get it ready. How you get it done is your thing. And then you will work on your MCBs with the latest updated discussions what we had. Okay. And you will update it. And then the list will be ready. And next Tuesday when we meet, we will again review, those lead magnets little bit. And then I want you to go ahead with the other parts of the leader framework. That is like, again, DER and all of those things. Clear, everybody? How we are going to do the next part? So this is the homework. Make a list of the people. And I would say that, you can keep communicating in the group. So what I mean, you don't have to wait for another 5 days to actually share something on the group. Tomorrow you make an MCB, share in the group. I will share my input then and there. That's what I'm telling you. In next 2 days, you create 5, 6, 7, 8 MCBs. Then in next 2, 3 days, you create a list. And if you feel, you send it out. If you feel it is good for 50, 100 people, and see how many people book the call, and be ready with the call. Like, we are going to implement. That's what I want to tell you. Whatever we have learned, you need to create a lead magnet, and you need to make a list, and we are going to send it. So really work on it. Clear, everyone? So this week you have this very important thing, and spend the whole week with this thought process and learnings, and repeat. I would say that, 2 sessions, if you have to revise it, maybe go through it once, but then work on it and make it happen. So these are the 2 homework as of now. Refine your lead magnet, and, I would say create a list. Create a list of, yeah. And if you want, you can send it to them also. Once your lead magnet is ready, you can send it to them. So now this is the exercise for the week, so nothing much to do. And with that, we have come towards the end of the session. We can breathe, I think, a little bit. Wow, great. Now, somebody wants to say anything, ask anything, any questions, anything, any sharing, anything, we are all open now.
What is MCB?
Sorry?
MCB.
I mean lead magnet. That is another word for the same thing, but lead magnet. I'm talking about lead magnet.
Okay.
And Saurabh, while we put out these lead magnets from the contacts that we have taken from our profiles across social media and all, maybe there we have people who are already having established businesses. So do we filter them out and target who could be a viable audience for us, or how do we go about it? Like,
If you have a clear distinction that, this is not my audience, then you can filter it.
okay.
If you have clear distinction. Yeah.
So Saurabh, do you want us to create like a name and email address or WhatsApp number, whatever it is? Do we need it for our future exercise?
Yes.
Or does it need to be like a general number?
No, at least have name, email ID, and number. If it is available, you should have it. That is like the
Okay.
minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So have it on Excel, whatever, but have it on a number, because we have to work on it. You will generate money, business from that only, using the science which you are learning within this challenge. Okay. That's what we are going to do. More questions? Yes, let them come. Whatever questions, sharing, how is the session, learning, anything.
So one mind-blowing thing is I have got 2,500 inquiries. So that I'm not following up at all. But now today I've learned that, to follow up with those persons as well multiple times and get the leads out of it.
Exactly. Exactly. And imagine 2,500, and you really send a good lead magnet, and you're able to generate 20% inquiry. That is like 500 inquiry.
500.
Out of 500 inquiry, if you can convert at least 100, or 50 or 30 or 20, and multiply by 30, imagine 5 lakh, 7 lakh, 10 lakh business is there. Got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah.
when in our school, the parents visited the school, or we contacted them, we just call them and had a talk, but they are not converted to admissions. So, and some of the parents are who visited our branches, But they didn't take the admission. So should we send them also?
Yes, when they have came,
But
visited.
they came physical, but they didn't choose us for any of the reason.
That's okay, but we have grown, we have evolved, we are learning, we are improving. Always remember. So it's always you go out to the market and you start telling them how we are changing. And by the way, the next time when you send the new marketing material, no, they will automatically know that you have changed. You're not the same school sending the same communication. The communication will be completely changed. That is the first change we are doing. And by going through this process, by the way, don't you think you are learning a lot of new concepts which not many people or many school principals will be going through, right? And they are operating in a proper different way, but then you are investing your time into a different way, and you will have the process. I will help you implement, where you will start sending those kind of communication where it will start attracting. Now, in your case, your conversion ratios are even longer, because you start sending out your lead magnets to some parents and their kids are already got admission. Some parents might take 1 year or 2 years also to convert before they trust you, right? So your conversion ratio is longer, but that's okay until unless we are sending the right thing, doing things in the process, it is happening in a smooth rhythm, and we are able to add that value. It's okay to keep doing that, because even if they convert after 1 year, 2 year, your always the customer value is always higher. Once the kid get admission and he studies there for 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, in terms of revenue also it is higher. So depending on the business, sometimes your conversion cycle will be longer, but that's okay. Marketing is something we are anyways doing. We are promised here in this challenge that going forward we have to keep doing marketing each and every day. We can stop everything, but not that.
But
So
what kind of lead magnet means? What should we do? Means something for their problem, solving their problem, or means for admission
by giving
tagging
you
or
some
something.
no. So again, I want you to think. I'm not going to answer. That's what I want all of you to really understand. This time, I'm not going to give you ready-made answers. I
Right.
want you to think.
But you can suggest.
No, I will suggest. So I'm giving you some ideas. I'm giving some ideas. On those ideas, you have to think. So what I'm saying, don't think you are a school principal.
Okay.
I want you to think that your target audience is those couples who have a 7, 8 year, 9 year kid, and those parents want a very good very good schooling for that kid. That is the target audience. Think about them, understand them, analyze them, understand their behavior, and think that what are the things they are looking for. What are the secret, desired, strong things in their life which they are looking for which they will listen to me. If I talk about that, they will listen to me. We need to find out that before thinking from the perspective of being a school principal. We will connect it back in some way, but you identify those things. What do they want? What are they looking?
Done. That we have means we have listed those secret desires.
Oh,
But
you need to work more on that. You see, that's what after today's session with expanded point of view, I told it's not about learning the concept of physics. It's about how to get 90% marks. So different perspective. Once you will implement, you will able to see there is a one layer behind that needs and desire what we are thinking. So I wanted to give little bit more time to it and prepare and share in the group. So you create one liner, two liner, share in the group and say this is what I've created. All of us as a group, we will review it and we'll give feedback on it. All of us, most of us, we are parents. So if it appeals to us, it will appeal to someone else also. So this way you will get the feedback, but you need to create, send, you will get the feedback, improve, create, like that. It will happen throughout the week, and you need to finalize some 2, 3 very good lead magnets, which will attract the curiosity. Clear, everyone? All of us, we have to do that. All of us in the group. Super active, keep working on it, keep thinking. If you are meeting a parent in your next conversation, try to read under the lines, what they are actually looking for in their life, what are they secretly, wishing for, those kind of things.
So Saurabh, at the beginning of this lecture, I said there was no response. I sent a few, and I just got a response, and I'm just reading it right now. Good evening. I mean, I know this client very well, and we get along really well. So I was hoping some response, but good evening. That's interesting. We'll connect tomorrow at 11 a.m. as per your availability. So so live in action.
So you have actually given your first lead magnet and you got one lead who has come to discuss. Though we are saying it's an existing customer, but still
Yeah.
it got response, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So I
you
can
are
follow up my other projects with him.
So
exactly.
can you share your lead magnet in group, all of you?
Yeah, I shared mine.
Okay.
Oh, in the WhatsApp.
in the
Right.
WhatsApp,
Okay.
so that they can ask. By the way, was there some opening, some new thoughts, some things shifting in your head today with respect to what we did?
Yes, Saurabh, with this call, you already made Neil a crorepati, like every month 10 lakh, and he's like 12, a crore and 20 lakh.
True,
It's
and that
already
is
lying on
true.
the table.
That is true.
Yeah.
Just we are not able to capitalize on that. Right?
Saurabh, one breakthrough for me was micro conversions, what you said. Because I was
It is
thinking
very
if
powerful.
webinar conversions are not happening, then I am a failure, something is wrong with me. But multiple conversions happened. Like people, I have 1200 leads, so people have paid from my Facebook ad. Even the
Yes,
emails I'm sending and they are opening it, that is also a type of conversion.
yes,
Responding to my reels and getting, those are also type of conversions because it is changing their state, making them
exactly.
take action.
Yes,
So earlier I was thinking that has this effort gone in vain, but actually it is building step by step. Just
yes.
the big thing is not happening, so we feel that we are a failure. So that mindset
Totally.
shift was very good, and it like made me really inspired of the whatever work I've done in the last 1 or 2 years. Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, that is a very big thing because since
Deep.
1 or 2 days I was thinking the big conversion is not happening, but the micro conversions have happened so much. Like so that is also a win, I would say. Yeah.
Yes.
Saurabh, I would like to share an experience of what I have gone through in the high ticket closing that we did recently with you. So, one is the follow-up calls were many actually. I don't know if it could be reduced, but definitely they were many. It was like hours together. It was not like only few calls, like many calls and like one more than an hour every time. At a point of time, I felt like, is it even worth it? Like I'm putting in so much of effort. So, but we came across your closing business is 7 steps away from you. So, so I wanted to make at least 7 times the touch points have to be at least 7 points, and these calls were elaborate. And I also made sure we give only so much details that they think that they've already learned before signing up for the program.
Right.
Because most of the times it was you who trained me in that for the 3 days like boot camp.
Right.
The 3 days challenge, you wanted me to make sure that you give so much such that there is a sign up. Otherwise, if you over deliver, it's going to ruin the game. So I had to also balance that there in these many few calls that we connected with them. And after taking them in, actually, it was 2 months of break before they signed up after these calls. And again, they came back looking at the performance that the brand was doing online. And when they came back also, we signed up and everything happened. And in between, while we were actually going through this program, these concepts that you taught us today, like you should be willing to take off some services and add on new services. So while interacting with them, they wanted few things not to happen and they wanted few things added on. So on the process of actually doing this coaching, these changes had happened. On the spot, we included certain topics and excluded few.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So what happens is ultimately these are my first high ticket signups. So although there had been so much of effort that had gone in, to sign them up, it is worthwhile because now you have a testimony of
Exactly.
your service.
Yes.
So going forward, this will build credibility in the market. Like you have people who can talk for your services.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And
So always these efforts are worthwhile. That's what I want to
these are
share.
worthwhile. And in the beginning of our consulting journey, these testimonials are worth lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Why? Because by showing these testimonials, you can make lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So these testimonials are really important. So do anything in the beginning, but like we need to have the testimonials, audio, video, if possible, video, those testimonials, right? And in consulting, it is very important because the results come generally in the consulting model faster. In coaching, there is a very long process, because of the customization of the thing.
Yeah.
But great, great.
But we also don't know how the testimonials are affecting the parents or not. Means our admission time is just in April and May. So we don't know, okay, are these working or not?
So I think we will go through the testimonials, or once you will learn how to take the testimonial, then you can you can see whether it has been taken in the right way or not, and or we can start with the new process. I'll give you a new formula like how to get the testimonials, and then it will help. Okay, so in the process we will work on all these things. Okay, testimonial is a very important part. Yeah. So that's what.
Just want to share on 7th, I'm going for a trip for 2-3 days. So on Monday night or maybe morning of Tuesday morning, I'll be back. So maybe I won't be able to do this homework.
Okay.
So, and I miss today's class also. I need to see that also.
So yes, you need to watch the recording, and maybe after this travel, maybe plan it in a way where we part. So like give it a priority. Okay. Perfect. Anything else somebody wants to share? So guys, we'll do one more.
Can you share the mind map also, if possible, Saurabh?
It will not help you much.
Because every time if we need some pointers, we have to go to the extra recording. So if we have mind map, then we'll know where to look
So
at.
I'll tell you. These mind maps, they never helps. What will help is your notes. Whatever you
We
are
will
writing.
get the recording, no?
And recording is always there. So
Right.
maybe I'll tell you, sometimes some concepts are such where you need a story behind the concept. It has been delivered in a way where it lands in your head. Just by reading some words, sometimes it will not go. So I will say, if you are repeating, either go through the recording. You can go in sections. Let's say that there are 4 hours and you want to touch one particular section, 1.5 hours, like that. But you go and watch the recording or make notes in such a way where the notes also give you that thing.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. Okay.
Saurabh, I would like to share one thing.
Yes, you go
It's
ahead.
regarding what you are doing, because in the 2 sessions you are just working on the mindset shifting and all. And I think it's a game changer rather than just giving content, because I'm working with a client and like she was very emotionally unstable, crying at small things and all and everything. So I did not work on her like what she was saying, but I worked on changing her mindset, changing her perspective about life, of how to see the positive in the negative or the negative in the positive. And now she had gone through a breakup and she was very calm. Like 6 years relationship, she was able to handle it. She is now
Wow.
starting her own cafe, her own game zone. And this person was so emotionally volatile, always blaming, victimizing. And I did not do anything. I just changed her mindset, like what you are doing now, giving examples, changing perspectives. And that's when I realized that that's the real power of a coaching program rather than giving advices or giving solutions. Yeah.
Yes,
So now she does not need me, she can handle on her own.
exactly. And that's the point of whole coaching. We don't want to give you fish. We want to teach you how to catch the fish by yourself. So that, once you learn the skill, you are on your own and you can handle any kind of situation. Similarly, you taught her to basically handle her life. And the most important part is, which I showed you in one of the, I think, mind map also, that, you know, the whole point of coaching is expansion of your perspective. So that's what you did. Either change of perspective or expansion, and, you know, it changes
Because
everything.
in the previous challenge, it was all about skills, how to make video, what should be the structure and all. But this science we did not know. So
Yes.
if we know this, we can do it on our own also. Like, so that's the power I feel of these sessions. Yeah.
So earlier, you know, I thought to give you ready-made solutions faster. But then I realized that, you know, there are a few things where I want you to be aligned. Because we all have to be aligned in one science, so that when we are implementing, you know what I'm talking. When I say to ask something, change something, add something, you have. And then you have the real inputs from the market in the same manner. So we can make the real difference, you know. So awesome, Neil, and you're doing all the homework very good. And, you know, you will, and these are real numbers what we discussed today. If you really,
Yes.
the code, all of these are real revenues.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Anyone else, guys? Awesome. Okay. So now let's do the last final intentional exhale in the group. So take 4-5 minutes and final closing. Write whatever you learned throughout the session, all of that, you know, and maybe your intention for the week also you can write, because it's a kind of commitment you give to each other, that in this week I'm going to this and I learn this and all of that, so that you are committed to yourself before we connect in the next session.